Hello, and welcome back, guys. This is episode 12 of us building.
11, isn't it?
Is it 11? Is it 11? Oh, it's episode 11. There we go. We've done a boo-boo from the get-go. Episode 11 of building MobBlocks Metropolis. We done a little stream last week where we were building the campground. So, as you see, a lovely little campground. And we are joined by a special guest today, E-Rose. Hello, E-Rose.
Hello, E-Rose.
Hello. And as per usual, we're joined by the one and only Don Dadair.
How do?
Our resident videographer, who is just absolutely not awesome, Mr. Fox.
No clue who he's talking about there.
Who sounds like he's stuffing his face. So we might get a bag rustle this stream. And we're also joined by a very good friend of Mr. Fox's, who fancied the pants off him for months, Mr. Ellen. Mrs. Miss Ellen.
You said about transitioning, you weren't wrong.
I know. Sorry, Al.
You're fine. Hello.
So yeah, so as you guys are aware, we built the. I know, yeah, that was like a really bad start to the stream, but oh well.
Oh, that was smooth.
That was smooth operator. But yeah, so last stream we built the campgrounds. Unfortunately, Fox had technical issues. I was having technical issues, but my technical issues have addressed themselves now, and it was due to the fact that I didn't update my operating system. So, which I had pending for like 3 days, so it was my own fault. So I do apologise for that, guys, but we are back to normal now. So this stream, we're going to do something slightly different than the last couple. We are going to focus on doing multiple things. So I'm going to focus on what I was doing off stream last week. Don was doing, he imported a project last night. He didn't build it off stream, guys. Don't let him fool you. He imported a project last night, which is...
I built it somewhere else, and then I pasted it in. I didn't even build it somewhere else.
So yeah, we're going to take a quick look at what Don has imported. This complements, or will massively complement, the Fishing Plus add-on, which you can get off the marketplace. So it is an awesome add-on. It's had its update, and it's got another update pending. So yeah, don't forget to go check that out. E-Rose she does YouTube, and she's an awesome YouTuber. She has got a channel linked in the description, so please feel free, and please do us a solid and go and show her some MobBlocks love. She does reviews for the add-ons, and she reviewed the Fishing Plus add-on. She then made an extra video where she was destroying the map at the end. But yeah, she's showed MobBlocks some love with the review, so you can go and check her channel out. The link is in the description. So as you can see, guys, Donna's imported in what looks like an aquatic style events stadium. What would you call it? Because it's not an aquarium, is it?
It's like it's an arena. So the idea behind it is not only are you going to be able to come and have a look at all the different fish. Can't remember how many fish there are. Can you remember, Para?
Yeah, it eludes me as well, to be fair.
It does, yeah. There's 80 fish in the game.
Oh, 80 catchable overall, but how much did the Fishing Plus add-on add to the game?
You lost the figures,
we'll,
mate.
We'll come back to that.
If you don't know the figures, mate, then
Don. I think what he forgets here is that I can put it in.
Nah, mate. Nah, mate.
I was like, there's 76. Yes, that's 76 new fish added to the Fishing Plus add-on. Yay!
I've never known a man get such an hatred for a number.
I know, yeah.
Just a number.
Luxy, welcome into the chat on on Twitch and on YouTube. Welcome in.
So
I was making a song, then you guys went live, so I had to come and... Oh, okay. Well, I'll have to post that song in Discord, and let us have a... Hopefully it's a jingle about Fox and Don being secret lovers.
Well, what you could do is make
about our love.
what you could do is make a parody track about Fubs and the 76 new fish.
Nah,
I
mate.
think that'd be amazing.
Yeah, the best person who does a parody, Don will come and visit them personally and give them a cuddle.
So, Don, we've mentioned this before, but I can't mention it on stream because I think it'd be hilarious. You put this in with a small car park. Are we adjusting the car park for the scale of this monstrosity you brought in?
Anybody who watches the stream on a regular basis will know that this is your car park, so it's your boo-boo. So if you feel free to fix it, why not?
Yeah, just remember, guys, when they put this car park in was the day that I was away, and it took them 2 hours. 2 hours to put in a car park. In 2 hours, I built a whole entire dock.
Yeah,
I
but
mean?
we had. Yeah, but to be fair, it was better content without you. So
Yeah, of course,
it-
yeah.
I know.
sort of
Have you
Mm.
actually seen the state of your dock?
There's nothing wrong with my dock.
Did you say Doc?
Yes, I said
Doc.
dock.
Oh, okay.
What's up, doc? So,
Clear
anyways,
that up.
I'm I'm going to carry on with what I'm doing. Don's going to be working on the aquarium. He's got a lot of terraforming to do. I don't know what you're TPing to me, dude. I'm flying back to the aquarium.
I know, yeah. Yeah, but it's nice. Well, I'm lagging majorly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you're over by me, you will do because I've got running water and I'm going to fix it.
Yeah, so Don's going to be terraforming this in because he did put it in and it has took out square chunks, but he's going to terraform and put this in and redo all the land. Because if you don't, then Fubby's going to get very cross with him, considering Fubby's done a lot of terraforming around here. Now Don's bulled it up.
Mhm.
So, yeah.
Temporarily altered it. Let's just like call it what it is, please.
Yeah, okay. Temporarily altered it, if he wants
Yep.
to say. So, I believe if we can do the car park, or we can do an additional car park down this back end anyway, because I have got a road that's going to lead, that leads from the docks. That's actually
Don't worry
quite
about
fitting
it.
there. Cause
I've got a multi-story car park I can paste in.
no,
No.
stop pasting stuff in. It's cheating.
It's a lovely
That's it.
multi-story car
Welcome to
park.
MobBlocks Metropolis, where everything's pasted because it's already been previously built everywhere else. We don't need to stream it. I mean, we'll have no content.
Well, no, yeah. It's a terraforming building channel, isn't it? That's the thing there.
Oh,
It's now got an identity.
So whilst I'm doing that, I'm not 100% on what Heroes and Ellen's doing. I think Ellen's looking around to see what she can.
No, she just stood still. She's doing nothing.
I'm just I'm looking on Google to see what I can build.
Oh, she's cheating.
She's organising her bingo pins in
she's
colour.
organising her visuals. That's what she's doing. She's not looking at Google to copyright people's stuff because we don't do that type of thing. Everything is genetic and genuine by MobBlocks. But then again, Ellen's not part of MobBlocks anyway. She's just riff raff that riff out on street.
Genetic.
What?
Well, it's supposed to be generic.
Yeah, generic. That's what I said. Genetic.
Okay. carry
Oh, on the plus side,
Well,
guys, what you
I think
didn't
would
what
have
you
been
didn't see
better.
from last week's stream is Ellen built this awesome, fabulous bridge. She didn't complete the feat because that's Ellen's forte. She builds the bridge and then forgets to finish off the feat.
Why? Hang on a minute. Hang on.
Leave underneath.
Someone got somewhat super lazy. TP to me for a second.
Who?
Any one of yous. 'Cause I don't know.
TP.
I don't know who's
Retro
responsible for this.
to Dark Foxio. Oh,
Well,
send me to Don.
that's
Right.
Dark Foxio. What? Where? What? Who? Where? Be?
Right. One. Why did no one carve out drives?
Right. The
We're
drives are there.
Oh, yeah. I know. No, I know the drives are there, but
Yeah.
whoa, I'm going below. Why not just make a road up to it like normal drives would?
Because not all drives actually take out the pathway.
Yeah, they
Anyway,
just have like a
also, if I come out here and go, oh, I want to
Right.
turn
Also,
right.
guys, what you got to understand, guys, when Fox
Oh,
says, when
you
I
know,
come out
yeah.
here, we can't see what Fox is doing because Numbnuts is in spectator mode, so
Right,
it's invisible.
Right, it doesn't matter anyway. What I'm going to say to you is, if I come out of this drive and want to turn right,
Yeah.
or left, or whichever way these roads are, because we can't decide whether the American or English version, there's a big thing in the way in the middle of the road.
I didn't put that in. I just left it in. That's down to Don and Luna.
See, it was originally a cul-de-sac, wasn't it? Where you had it was a circle, one-way cul-de-sac, and then you turned it into a motorway on the end.
It's not a motorway. It's just a road. I just extended your road. I didn't
So-
extend this. I just extended the road.
It needs taking out, doesn't it? 'Cause it
I
doesn't-
thought he'd give us at least 10 minutes before he came around
Oh no,
criticising
yeah.
you.
I mean, I
not-
think
it's
it's
not-
just Fox. It's just Fox's vendetta is I'm going to come on today and see what I can criticise. And
No.
Tried
correct.
this approach.
No.
Hi guys, I love what you're doing. It's a massive project, this. But I've noticed this. Do you reckon we should do something to,
No, yeah.
like, make this a bit more practical, rather than which end
Right.
is responsible
Right.
for this? Everybody to me.
I mean, it's not like you can say to you, right, oh, that needs change. You know what? I'll mention it off stream to the guys so they don't have to look like I'm criticising them.
What,
I mean,
what we need
no,
to
he
do,
has
what
to
we need to
do
do
it
is just
honestly.
sign Don off and just send him to bed. I think that's the best. I think he just needs some sleep. I think that'd be the best. All I'm saying to you is, it makes no sense. All I said.
Oh, that's
Fox,
fine.
Fox, come and look at this. Somebody's left a line in the ground. This is shocking.
Anyway,
who's
guys,
done-
I'll put.
That's front page worthy news. That is.
Right.
That's disgraceful.
That's got to go in the newsletter.
Anyways, guys, whilst these two old men argue over whose diaper's full of whose diaper's poo, right? This is the marker for
don't-
where the freeway
to
or
be
the
fair- to
motorway
be
is going to
fair-
go. Talking, Rude.
We could
Shut
get
up.
heroes. Heroes are to make us some. You know what I mean?
Some what?
Make
Poo.
some what?
Poo. No.
No, it wasn't funny. It's old, like you.
Doody doo.
Doody
Doobie
doo,
doo.
exactly. Doody
Doobie
doo.
doo.
Doobie doo.
Wow, I'm deaf.
Shut up. Oh, no, we know you're deaf because you never listen to anybody but yourself.
We wish
Hey.
you was a mute.
I know. Wish you were silent. Anyway, this marker here, guys, is what I've put in because we're going to have a freeway that's going to run straight down there. And I'm going to have it so it goes through the hills. I'm not going to have it so it goes over. I'm going to have it so it goes through. And then we'll have a nice little tunnel system put in there. You can already see an opening. And then from here, we've got the bridge to the city, which I'll either link it to the motorway going down the hillsides, and then it can go off to wherever else it needs to go. But yeah, this is the direction that the freeway will come, or the motorway, depending if you're American or British, or the
Well, there's the
autobahns if you're German.
Do you think these houses are triple glazed with it being so close to the motorway, or
Oh no, these will be relocated.
what do you reckon it'll do to
With
the?
TNT.
They'll be
The market
relocated like
value?
this. So I don't know. I'm going to relocate the villagers now.
You know what's amazing though is obviously you have these guys here on the hill on
There you
the
go.
village going.
Relocate the villagers.
I love it up here. I love it, and then they just see this bridge that
Mention-
leads to nowhere.
Doesn't lead to
I'm going to
nowhere,
say,
it's just
you're
not-
not mentioning my stadium, are you?
No, I shan't mention that again. I was feared for my life last time I did it.
Because it's a lovely stadium.
It's a lovely stadium. It's,
Yeah, but
animal,
it's not-
it's animal cruelty, though, isn't it? Come on, let's face
Yeah.
it. You're gonna be trapping animals in there to perform like monkeys for people. I reckon we should do a rendition of Don and make him sit there, flying around and jumping through hoops.
Yeah,
Reckon
fair
that's-
point. Can't argue
Oh.
with your logic.
Oh, L's building. Should we guess what it is yet, or we got? Don't tell us, L.
You tell
try
what
and
it
guess
is
it.
yet?
We'll try and guess along the way. I reckon it's going to be a better aquarium than Don's.
Ooh.
Oh, have we
somebody's
got
on
an
one
aquarium showdown?
Can I transport over there? Teleport
Can
over
you
there?
transport
even not
over there?
transport over there?
I mean, we've got buses and taxis, so you're more than
No,
welcome to
I would
drive.
guess myself. Let's have a look. Where are we? What? Oh, it's dark.
Ooh, it's
Where are we?
dark.
Where's the location? What's the location? What are we near?
Location.
We're near water, so it could possibly be another aquarium.
I'm going to go
Look
back
at it,
and
you can move it.
I'm
L,
gonna go
L,
grab my
don't tell us
command
what it is.
box.
Just build it. Yeah, just build it.
I've got it. It's a sanctuary away from Fox's voice.
And-
You know what though? Unfortunately, there's a TP, so
Yeah, but
She
the thing
can't
is, if we're all TP'd over to Ellen, does anybody know the way back to the city?
That's what I'm just trying to figure out now.
I think Heroes is still over there, so let's TP to Heroes.
Yeah, I'm at that campsite.
There we go. So we can all TP to Heroes. Ooh,
I'm making banners.
making banners.
I like the
nice.
fishing
Oh,
one.
check
Oh,
them
that's
out.
really
Yeah.
Fishing one.
Cool.
Very nice. Very nice.
You guys, this is why she's our special guest. Absolutely talented, our Heroes is.
No, I'm trying to make a fish.
Oh, I mean, you can take a picture of Ellen. Oh,
No, that was. That was
If you had a
rude.
tumbleweed noise effect, then that would have been the time it
I
automatically.
can do it for you.
no, you always know you're good at
Yeah, no.
planning.
There you go.
Oh, 19.
Oh, what do these commands do?
These are my commands that I use to take out your finger.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're.
very nice. Very nice.
Very good, very nice. Nice.
Oh, I'll tell you what, that's nice looking. Do you know what I think I need? I think I need like the silhouette of like a.
It's not hidden, unlikely.
You know what? Though?
It's
You know
like-
what?
What, Fox?
You know,
No,
you know what it
I'm trying
needs?
to talk, and you're just interrupting. So rude.
I can't hear you. I couldn't hear you.
That's
Well,
a you problem. Clean your ears, old man.
what?
I don't know how you can't hear him.
You know what that aqua park needs?
A bigger
Fish.
car park.
No, TNT.
Fish. Right, so
TNT.
now the command blocks. It's They're there for just
Look!
because there's a ticking area. I move them around from time to time, mate. They're scattered about, and then I move stuff. But it is
Look how
hidden.
dangerous this is. Dear God, this is
This
death
is
waiting
this
to
is this.
happen.
Did you
Where
have to?
are you
Did you
now?
have to grab and
Oh.
squeeze then, Fox, to get that high?
Certainly seems
I'm
that.
over at the aquarium where the big screen is. There's stairs next to it, and by God, I'd be petrified to work here.
Getting you to do any kind of work's difficult as it is. Never mind, you're in an aquarium where
You
there's
know what?
steps.
Listen, you can't say anything after this. You can't say a word.
Which part are you talking about? Sorry, where are you?
Go right here. Yeah, it's the steps, the grey steps.
The grey steps.
Grey
What, the one
steps.
going up-
Tragedy.
Up the
Lose
side.
control. Kick
Yeah.
Fox in his butthole.
Hey.
It's tragedy.
Look how dangerous that is.
What do you mean how dangerous it is?
It's a good job that I'm not down there listening to these two squibbling. Eh? Oh yeah,
No, I just-
cheers. I mean, we're expanding it and expanding it. It's going to be expanded. So don't want to do the freeway on the floor. I want to do it on like stilts type thing. I do want to have it to a certain level.
You're saying it needs some safety rails, really, aren't you?
Just demolish it, mate. Start again.
Ah, mate. I don't want you to demolish it, mate.
I'm stuck. I can't move.
Yeah, no
TP
worries,
is
Loxy. We'll be here. Oh, guys, as well, we are looking at doing a dual stream tonight. So what's going to happen is we're going to stream till 8:30. Then we're going to go into mine and Fox's community, where we do a movie night every Saturday. We're going to watch the movie, and then we're going to come back and we're going to do a late night stream to try and cater for the American audience, because the American audience are our biggest feature right now. So we are going to do a dual stream. So don't worry if you can't stay for this one, we will be back a little bit later on. So it's probably going to be about 11 p.m. our time. So you're looking, what, 6 p.m. US Eastern. So,
Right, there's something wrong. Every time I TP, I can't move.
just give it a chance. Give it a chance for it to load in.
that's all.
Just give it a chance to load in, Ginger Dave. Right, how many lanes is a road? Is it? Can someone count the lanes to a road? From yellow line to the middle. Please. Is it 5 blocks or is it 6?
Well, the entire thing.
I don't want the entire thing. I just want to know the lane.
It's 11, so it's 6 either side of the middle.
So 6 either side. Okay.
So, yeah.
6 either side.
No, if that's 5 either side, if it's 11, isn't it?
For crying out loud.
Sorry.
Good job. You guys plan to make an airport? Yeah, we will plan to make an airport. What I'm trying to do is try and get a freeway put in right now, so we can start linking things like an airport, train stations.
I've got an airport.
No, we're not structuring in airports. Shut off. Just build one. You take the content
It's
away when
one
we.
at one point.
Yeah, but you take the content away when we keep.
I thought the idea behind the content was we put stuff in and then Fox complains about it.
Well, that's what Don's working on now. Unlikely. He's working on an aquarium, fish sanctuary. I'm gonna say sanctuary. We're not gonna say like something where you can berate little fish.
Torture
Yeah,
fish.
it's going to be a stadium, professional fishing competition complex, which will
You just-
also display fish as well.
You just made that up. We just
Yeah, it's actually. Do you know what? Indoor fishing actually is a thing. There's a place in Wigan. It was the first in the country to have indoor fishing.
indoor.
So it's,
thing.
yeah, it's going to be a proper.
Right. So what's gonna happen over the next couple of streams, unlikely, is we're gonna start adding stuff to our packs to showcase what's gonna come in the future updates. So boats might be in. So you just have to. Fortunately, it's one of them. You have to be in the streams in order to see what's going to be added or what's potentially coming.
Yes, because a lot of the stuff that's going to be added might not necessarily make it to the highlight stream. So it'd be better off just turning up and watching the live stream. Yeah.
Yep.
Diddling,
That's the way it rolls, camel toes.
That's cool. So is it going to be a separate add-on, or is boats going to be a part of roads?
It'll be a part of the Fishing Plus.
The fishing one, nice.
Yeah, yeah.
Are you gonna add swan boat?
Well, you have to see, wouldn't you? You know what I mean? We can't give it away now. You'll have to wait and
Can't give it
see.
away,
Otherwise, we'll have no
spoilers.
content to give anybody if we tell everybody now.
I mean, I can honestly say I don't think I've ever seen anybody fishing off of a swan boat, but
You
you know, a bit of fun.
can do anything if you really want to.
You
That's true.
can do it when you're being cute. I'll
That's-
try and be as
That's
much.
the
Yeah,
mantra
no worries.
of life, isn't it?
Well, what we're going to try, like I said, unlikely, what we're going to try and do is if it's a case of that we're getting the figures are better on the later stream than the earlier one, then we'll just cut the early one out altogether and we'll just do the later stream. So it's yeah, the dual stream tonight is just to test the waters to see what the viewing figures are going to be like. So if we get a better viewage over the darkest stream, over the later stream, then we'll do the later one.
The issue is that you'll find is obviously if obviously we're catering to the people on other parts of the world, aren't we? When we do the later stream,
Yeah.
that's again you're going to alienate one side of the viewership, aren't you? No matter how you figure it.
Yeah, but like I said, because we can tell, because we can kind of gauge our market audience, then we tend to know which would be the best audience to target. If that makes sense.
The case of you can't keep everybody happy, but what we're trying to do is keep the most people we can happy. So whichever one is got the most people on is the one what we'll probably focus on.
Yeah, but it's
Well, I mean, I don't mind doing a dual stream. It's just you know, we can continuously do a dual stream. It's not a problem for me, personally.
no.
Oh shit!
Right.
I mean, oh poop!
Oh,
You didn't hear that? I did not swear.
No. It wasn't the highlight reel though.
No, mate. You'll have a chicken noise.
there should be a swear count on here. Ka-ding! On the screen.
Should be a swear jar, yeah. Every time someone swears, and put a penny in the jar.
So we do his best to try and keep it PG.
To be fair, I've got an excuse. I'm ill. I've got brain fog, so like you might hear a little bit more. Not that I'm deliberately going to do it, but I might accidentally do it from time to time.
My excuse is I'm an angry middle-aged man who has to deal with Fox on a regular basis.
Middle-aged.
Yeah.
Your ears are sealed.
I don't know.
You'd probably make enough to give somebody Fishing's Plus. Oh, now you're being silly.
Who said that?
Unlikely on YouTube. Being very silly. 15 Fishing's Plus. Is this? I was going to say. I hope this comes out into a flat area. I really do.
The thing is we currently don't have the ability to actually gift our own content, which is a bit weird.
No, it doesn't make sense.
What we do is we give people away we give away mine coins, don't we, in his Discord on the competitions and stuff. So then, theoretically speaking, they can buy our stuff or they can buy somebody else's stuff if they want. It's up to them,
Exactly.
but
That's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, we've given. I mean, I dread to think if we should do
Doody doo.
exactly doody do. We should do a tally of how much we've actually given away in mine coins over the past couple of.
Shouldn't, because I will get in trouble for spending all that money. So
just don't tell Luna.
Hide the evidence at the moment.
Luna can kiss my bottom. I'll tell Luna. I'll tell him a what 4 and give him a what 5.
I've spent a bit.
What are you doing?
It's
Taking
fun,
out a
isn't
big
it? It's
trench?
fun. It's nice to see people in.
Yeah, where the
enjoying-
freeway is going to be, the freeway, aka motorway, is going to be. It's going to run through the mountainside, so it's going to have a lovely little tunnel. Well, not exactly been a little tunnel, but the amount of times I've swore in my life I could purchase. Yeah, well, that's probably about right, to be fair. I mean, I've got 5 kids, and my dictionary is nothing but swear words. On one block. Oh, yeah. We dropped down 1 block over there, accident. But this is how you remove massive amounts of dirt, guys. We don't deal with trucks, motorbikes, and all that. We just use a sword. and a fill command. Although, if we'd have used the dozer, it probably took a little bit longer, but it'd have been
Yeah, what are you doing that for?
tempting.
That's as bad as me structuring in things.
You're not wrong.
Get it done quicker. Can you imagine if I spent all day long just sitting here digging out a big tunnel? Can he be doing that, folks? Can he be doing that? So my daughter is used to hear. Yeah, well, I think all kids are. If any, I can't think any parent would turn around and say, "I don't swear." I think almost every parent swears.
Oh, it slips out of everybody's mouth at some point, doesn't it? You know what I mean? It's-
Dude, I don't know what you're doing for it to be. Hey, hey, hey. Cage. I wish I was. Mine doesn't start till next year. Gotta clean areas for these days. Oh yeah. End of the day, if they're not going to hear it from you, they're just going to hear it from schools anyway. And I'd rather them hear it from me because at least then I can, when they want to know what it is, at least I can explain it to them.
And you can teach them how to pronounce it properly as well, can't you?
Yep.
So obviously the F bomb, you've got to put a proper pronunciation on the F, otherwise it's just not.
You've got to prolong the F, ain't you, when you say it?
Yeah.
You can't just go f. It's especially when you're saying for.
And then the middle bit, depending obviously if it's an injury or something's gone wrong, you've got to extend it. It's, and then you throw in the k at the end.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Kicking cut or curly cut?
It's a curly cut and a kicking cut.
The curly cut, kicking cut.
It's both the cuts.
my daughter come out of school yesterday and she like come running up to me with a massive smile on her face. I was like, "What's up?" She says, "Daddy, look what I got." She pulled out 100% attendance certificate. That's a little cotton socks. Like normally my kids tend to, well, when Harry was in the school, like they were always late because he'd like mess around in the morning. But this time around she got 100% attendance. She was well pleased with herself.
Nice.
And when I told the wife, she was like, "See, I told you can do it." It's not off you. You don't even take the kids to school. But I'm going to miss it. I've got 2 years left of taking her to school, and then she goes into big school.
Are you not taking it to big school?
Am I heck?
So you're not going to miss it that much then?
No, I will primary school because then they're no longer little babies, aren't they? You know what I mean? She'll no longer be daddy's little princess. She'll be daddy's little pain in the bum. Let's see what we can do with lanes because we've got to get lanes in. So let's mark out some. We'll mark it on this one, I think. So we're going to go dark asphalt. So actually, whilst I'm here, because when we were doing the podcast on Thursday, there was quite a lot of people requesting the full block version of the curb, the full block version of the asphalt. So I'm going to show you guys where it is because it is in the pack already, but a lot of people obviously seem to be struggling to find it. So all I tend to do is type in dark and it brings up all the asphalts. So you've got dark asphalt, which is your normal. Then you've got dark asphalt full block. So that's your normal road block, and then that's your full version. So then we've got the slab version as well. Which is that. But the slab's kind of weird. The way the slab's been designed, it's been designed to overhang a block. Oh crap, and I've just took it all out because I've just summoned in the sword. So if I do that, right, and bring that, if I bring, say, a dirt block in as well, and then we put the slab on, you can see the slab just slightly sits on top of the block below it. So is there a reason for that, Don? There's a specific reason for it.
On this standard asphalt, the slabs was out before the full block. So if you put that on top of the normal one next to it, so instead of on dirt, there you go. Blends in perfect. That's what it's designed to go on top of.
Yep. So it's designed to basically act like a half slab, isn't it? So you can go up rather than it because the normal blocks, it was about 2 pixels, 3 pixels lower than the full block.
I think it's 3 pixels lower than a normal block.
Yeah. So obviously, when you want to go up a slab, so like normally when you do a road, you go up in slabs, don't you? So I pull up a slab. So when you want to go up in a road, you go do that. Obviously, if we put the road one in there, you can see it's about it's 3 pixels lower.
Yeah.
So the way it's been designed, that it will actually sit and blend in like that, so it'll still appear as a hard slab, but it is recommended either you take the bottom slab out, either put in a full one or put in another hard asphalt block and then put the slab in, and then that will give you a step up then for your ramps. And that's on both dark and light. So we have got both dark and light versions. Great. Do asphalt instead. So we've got it in, this is a slab, normal asphalt, and then the full block. So again, oh, for crying out loud, I forget I've got it through with the sword again. So there's the slab. So we have got in the different variations, guys, so you can use them. And also, people were asking if we could add in the full curb block. And if I type in curb, you'll see curb full block. So we have got the full block for the curb, which actually goes really nice as a pathway. You guys can use it as a path.
That's what we've done on Arndale, isn't it?
That's what we did on Arndale, yeah, and then we took it out. And you saw it, and then we done scatter block, yeah. Oh yeah, the kids grow up too fast, man. I remember the birth of mine, and she's like, had to be 8. Yeah, I mean, my youngest will be 8 in December. She's a New Year's Eve baby. So you gotta love kids. Can't eat a full one, but right, let's fill this back in now. I'm gonna boo boo here. So if there's any questions you guys have got, fire them up in the chats. I do apologise with the old coughing and splurging, but I have got a cold. Stone. I've put stoner instead of stone. Gosh. What I haven't got up on the screen is not that. Oh, it is up. So I haven't got Facebook. I got a question. Are you okay? I hear you coughing a lot. Yeah, I got a cold. But we don't like to complain about it. We just get on.
Yeah, because this is the first time we've heard you complain about it.
I haven't complained. I'm just stating a fact. So you push your gums, Mr. Fox, and stop being a bully.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so asphalt, we're gonna do. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then that'll be the central line. Just get out some line work. Motorways don't have double yellow. It's all white lines, isn't it, on freeways, motorways?
Yeah.
So if we go 1, 2, have a central line, which there we go. That's gonna go like that. I do have one question though, for real. I don't know how to find the block with the sewer gate looking like asphalt. Oh, you're on a, okay. So yeah, I just tend to type in asphalt. If you just type in dark, and it'll come up. It's called a manhole. That's why obviously Americans call it sewers, but we call them manholes. So that's it there. So if you can type in manhole on your search, or just type in dark asphalt or asphalt, and it should bring up the both variations of it. Pardon?
Do you not mean the other one with the grid?
No, because that's the only one we've got.
No, there's a
No,
drain.
Oh yeah,
one,
so
yeah,
yeah.
there's a drain
Okay,
one.
so you got that one and you've got that one. So that one is just a drain. So you have got the different variations as well. So manhole and drain. So you got them there, and then obviously you got your lighter versions. Yeah, it's called a drain. That's it there. So you can type in drain, but like I say, all I tend to do is just type in asphalt, and that will give you the grey and it'll give you the light and the dark variants. It's the easiest way to find anything. And if you want your road lines, the easiest thing I always type in is lines. And it brings you lines. It doesn't bring you all the lines, but if you bring lines, and then if you want, you can type in markings as well, or just mark.
Yeah.
It'll bring
Or
up all the
white.
markings.
White's a good one. Yellow's a good one as well. I think if you type in dark, you'll get all the dark asphalt blocks.
Yeah, dark. Well, no, it just brings up the.
There's a few decent words what will get you some. To be fair,
Amber. Well,
it's my fault. We're supposed to do a tutorial.
Well,
it's me dragging my feet. So
well, what we can do is in the Discord, I'll put in the Roads Plus thingy. We'll do a key. We'll do a key post, and we'll put in like some things that's worth doing a key
like
search
a
for.
sheet kind of thing. Yeah, that's a good idea. Apologies.
I wouldn't say apologies. I think stuff like that essentially is common sense. If you want to search for lines, it's lines. But things like the drains and that, it's a bit more refined, isn't it?
I mean, he's juggling. Obviously, I genuinely would love to just work on the fishing and the roads add-ons because they're my pet projects. Do you know what I mean? And I genuinely just want to kind of keep expanding and make them the best they can possibly be. But I've also got to balance that as well as working on other existing products with MobBlocks.
Yep.
You know, to obviously keep the business running.
Yep.
Not just that though. You've
Thank you for the follow over there on the kick. Adex, welcome into the stream. It's another bot.
There's only so much you can add to it, isn't there? So there is going to be a point when it'll cut off. You know.
Yeah, it'll max out eventually, but I mean, there is still plenty I want to add to both. There's I want to get a huge chunk of vehicles into the roads, so a bit like a more focusing on city vehicles because it is aimed at city builders, really.
Yeah.
Lots more signs, lots more.
I'll ask
asphalt
that question in a sec. Unlikely.
I want to get loads more fish and fishing methods into the.
Oh, so we're not sticking with the 76. Can we add 76 to the next update just so we can keep in the theme?
Like I said, mate, if I could, I would most definitely. The next update's more than likely going to have about 40 fish added to it.
How many?
About 40.
Unlikely's asked if these drain covers, these manholes drain covers, are these the only ones that are being added, or is there potential of adding more?
Yeah, there's always the potential of adding more if you share some kind of. They're like the most popular ones you see around. So if there's other ones that you've seen, or you can share some images of them, then.
That'd be bum.
What about do you know like how you get like underground like BT? Don't obviously in England we have BT and like
you're going underground, going
Virgin and stuff like that. Doing Virgin boxes and
the utility boxes. That is kind of on
the
the list. That utility boxes.
Yeah.
Would shrimp be included in Fishing's Plus?
Yes, they will. Because what we want to do is we want to introduce crab nets. So shrimp, lobsters, crayfish, crabs, obviously, with them being crab nets, and some kind of more sea-like creatures, starfish, that kind of stuff. No, a bit kind of not quite your standard fishy fish.
Fishing fishy fish.
Ones what you will catch, with crab nets or crab cages. So yeah, that's one of the fishing methods. So yes, they will. It is intended to have them added to it.
Right, so with the Roads Plus, currently the suggestions channel is closed off. We're just waiting for that to be gone through. Bunny Queen, thank you for the subscription on YouTube. Welcome into the stream. So yeah, as I was saying, the Roads Plus suggestions channel is currently closed because we had that many suggestions. We need to compile the list. Now, if you go into the Discord and then click on the MobBlocks add-on section, which is below the welcome section, you can see in the Roads Plus there a list that Don's already compiled of stuff that will be coming within updates, not the next update, but within some form of update. That stuff will be added gradually. Once he's had the time to go through the channel, then we'll clear that channel out and we'll get it reopened for some more suggestions. But the Fishing Plus channel is still open, so you are more than welcome if you've got any ideas or suggestions for the Fishing Plus add-on. Then that's still open, so that can be posted. Just bear in mind, guys, if you just take 5 minutes to read through the list and read through what people have already requested, it just makes it easier than people keep suggesting the same things. Because I mean, the more people suggest the same item, obviously that's the most common one that's more likely going to be added anyway.
Yeah, I mean, if you find it in the list, give it a thumbs up or something like that to indicate that yes, you back that. That's kind of what you want, and then that gives us a nice visual trigger to say, oh, plenty of people want this one.
Yeah, and what we do also request is like try and keep the unnecessary chit chats from the channels as well, because the more unnecessary chat that's within the channels, the harder it is for us to find and make a list.
That's what's made it so hard, really, to reopen that roads one.
Yeah, there's just so much stuff in there.
I've had a couple of attempts of trying to collate all the information in there, and it's just massive. There's so much stuff in there.
Yeah, I think the best thing for that now is because I think we've got most of the stuff in that list already. So I think if we just clear the channel out, well, I'm just going to reset the channel, so I'll delete the channel and start a new channel, and then we can just open it back up.
I just want to grab some of the pictures of some of the signs people have recommended. That's the only thing I've kind of gone past them. But I grabbed ideas off of people. Signs we will always be putting more signs in. If there's signs to be put in, they will be getting put in. We want to make it a complete pack. But the amount of suggested signs is massive. It's such a list of signs. So there's pictures and there's actually word. They're the only bits I haven't really. That's kind of the last thing I need to do is grab all the sign information people have suggested.
The thing is, it is good though because it's showing how diverse the road signs and that can actually be.
Yeah.
So it is. It's a good thing, but like unlikely saying, like he's got ADHD and going through a channel with so much traffic and noise in there, it makes it harder to read and concentrate on.
Well,
Focus on a set
as well.
thing, so
ADHD and high functioning autism makes it very difficult. So yeah, it's a bit of a task.
It is a bit to do for, you know. Very good, very nice.
Okay, I like.
They just got some friends of mine to check out and sub for you. Oh, lovely, thank you, Amber. We appreciate the support. Heroes, anything you want to add? Suggest? I mean, did you check out the Roads Plus? What did you think of the add-on? Is there anything that you'd recommend?
Yeah, I checked it out. It's really cool. Like I've never really thought of building like roads in Minecraft before. I'm more like a cutesy type of builder, but it's really fun to like kind of have a new type of theme to work on. And there's like so many different types of roads you can really like. I was playing around with it, like the different shapes and things. I'm trying to make the roads look realistic.
Yeah, I mean we've had that quite a lot of people say that they're struggling with how to do roads, and
Yeah.
I was asked if I could join a server to help them sort out their roads because they just don't have an
I think
idea.
it's just that roads are hard in general. Like I don't think it's necessarily the add-on. I think it's just people might not be used to making roads.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like thing is though, the more like to city builders, making roads kind of comes as a second nature to them.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
when it's someone who's never built a city before and it becomes a little bit more tedious, I think that's where people struggle. So like we've got a project that we've been working on for 6 years, and like it really killed us the fact that when they removed I went a bit jiggly voice then, when they removed the experimental features, which is what our whole roads pack was based on, it destroyed the map. So we had to strip it out, and rather than just thinking, you know what, we'll rebuild the pack, we've put the Roads Plus onto our world, and it complements the world so well. The fact that everything is there, everything is simplistic. It's not. I mean, we were overcomplicating things. Our pack was pretty much HD. when it comes to the road. And don't get me wrong, the pack was awesome. The roads was an awesome road textures, but I think then when your pack just gets destroyed, it's so disheartening.
Yeah.
And it settles back. I'd say it settles back about 8 months of the server being released. So yeah, we've now added the Roads Plus, and we're now in the middle of replacing. We've replaced all the roads, and we've just got to do all the line work. But it looks so tidy with the line work. So obviously we've already had the experience in stripping roads out and rebuilding roads, and obviously we're doing this now for Metropolis. So, you know, if we are looking at doing some tutorials, it's just having the time right now just to sit down, and Don's got a busy schedule trying to think of new content for MobBlocks. You know, I've got schedules of doing other stuff as well. So it's just trying to find the time in the day to actually sit down and be able to record the tutorials. But if it's a commonly asked for or requested thing, then we'll have to do it. We'll just have to knock down. I mean, there is a TikTok video and a Shorts video now that kind of gives you an idea of how junctions and that work. So if you guys are struggling, like, head over to TikTok, look at MobBlocks, and look for the it's our most popular videos. It's got 7,000 views on it. Go and have a look at that, and it will give you some rough idea of how to do junctions or how to do roads. I think there's about 20 variations, is there not, if I'm right, Don?
Something like that, yeah. So my plan is to go through that same video and put it out there again, but this time put an overlay over it so you can actually see each individual block and what block it is and which orientation it's got when it's been placed to make it even easier. So that's my plan.
So yeah, we'll get some of that done over the next couple of days, I think. I think the tutorials are definitely going to be the most helpful thing. And we'll get them posted in the Discord as well, so it's not just on YouTube. It's not just on TikTok too. But they're the best places right now to get any information when it comes to the tutorials or the videos right now. So, plus you never know. We've run a TikTok competition. We've run a Discord activity competition, guys. So, you know, get in the Discord. That's all I can say. ! Discord. Get in the Discord. You can keep up to date with all our information. We post bug fix patch notes. So if anything's gone wrong, like with the Fishings Plus, we had a bit of an issue with the start, but we've posted the bug fix notes. We do a fortnightly podcast. Oh, is it not posting? There you go. Yeah, so we do. It does. Thank you for that. Not unlikely. We do a podcast every 2 weeks where we go through the marketplace feedback, and we address issues that people have had or people are experiencing with the add-on. And we just have a chat.
Dom,
Yeah, man.
So what was the? Oh, sorry. What was the first product that you guys put on the marketplace?
Ooh, that's a good question, because that will be about 4 years ago, and I think it was Glitch Colony and Glitch Colony skins.
Mm-hmm.
Then it was very, very different. So now what you had to do back then is you had to edit existing entities to turn them into yours, where now you actually create brand new ones. So you do things like I turned a pig into a boat.
Changed my screen again. Sorry.
So yeah, it was a very, very, very different process back then.
We're not
Yeah,
ending. We're not ending, guys.
a lot.
Sorry to interrupt, guys. We're not ending. I just accidentally changed my screen. My transition screen is on my minus button, and to use my commands, I've just pressed it. So I do apologise. We're not ending. Carry on, guys. Sorry.
Sorry, why don't you just move the button?
Because it's my it's on my numpad, and so I use the / to transition to end. My star is my main screen, and then sorry, my start / is my start. My star is my main scene, and then my minus is my end stream, and I keep hitting it instead of using it.
Why don't you take the minus and put it onto the plus? Because when do you use a plus in a command?
Oh, I don't know. I'll sort it out.
I just want to know how many times is it going to happen? You know what? I need to change that button.
I know, yeah.
Gonna make a change.
For once in my
Yeah.
life.
So what I'll say is, you know, when it comes to the Roads Plus,
Yeah.
obviously they've been new at it. Is there any way you could sort of incorporate a palette of all the blocks? I think we mentioned this before, but I think it'd be pretty cool where you can just have something in your hand, say, right, if you place it down here in this location, and you're going to get you're going to get all the blocks in one location, so people can go up and just pit block it, whatever they want. That way, then
so like a quick structure of everything.
Yeah, basically. What we had on Arndale is
did
what
not just
we did
swear
on
there.
there is we had a big thing in the air where instead of having to
There we
keep going through because we all know how the menu system is in Minecraft, it's really ridiculous. And having to keep going and finding it in the menu is you go over to it, go, right, okay, I want number 4, okay, wicket. You know what I mean?
Well, I found a bug. I've actually found out a little fix which was actually posted in another add-on that was made of a way to solve your menuing problems.
Okay.
Just create yourself make and create a custom crafting table that only crafts your recipes, and then it will sit. You can separate the menus.
Yeah, but I don't know if it's fixed now. But the last time we tried that, because there is the Roads Plus originally came with a road crafting bench.
Yeah, well, you can use it because the Redstone add-on that's just come out has got the same thing, and it was Eco Soldier that actually said it's a good feature to have because it separates your menus, and they've got the custom.
If it's working correctly now, that is more than likely definitely something we'll introduce to Roads, because the crafting bench is already made for starters. But when we originally put it in, what was happening? So do you know when you're in, because the Roads pack is survival friendly as well. So when you used to go in and you could go into your crafting bench and then you could see all the available recipes to you.
Yeah.
If you went into a custom one, although you could put the ingredients in, it wasn't visible as available to you. So it was glitchy. So the decision was made to put it into the main crafting bench so people could actually see, because you need to kind of see the block you're making, don't you? Especially when you've got that many different designs.
Yeah, well, like I say, I was going through. I was looking at this Redstone add-on because the Redstone add-on's a really good add-on.
Yeah, it does look really good.
They've got it in there. They've got it in there where they've got the custom crafting table.
I'll do some tests, and if it's working, it actually displays it properly and everything now. When you go into your custom crafting table, then I'll introduce the custom crafting table for the Roads Plus in the next update.
Let me just
because it makes sense to have it in its own menu would be fantastic.
Yeah. Right. Let me just pop to YouTube chat because Unlikely's been posting. Thought I was watching a Dragon Ball Z episode. Second, find out. Yes, I have been seeing that a lot more in more add-ons, more ores and tools. Just did an update, and they just did the same thing. They added their own crafting table, also Ultimate Blaster. So it's definitely been sorted. It's definitely.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Adding your own crafting table is possible. You can do that. It's just it wasn't displaying the actual recipes. Although you could use it to create your recipes, it wasn't displaying it as, look at these are the list of the blocks you can do in this crafting table. Or you could flick the switch.
Yeah. So from what I've seen with the
crafting table's always been available, it's just it weren't displaying correctly.
Okay, so from what I was seeing with the Redstone add-on video, so if you pop over to YouTube and have a look at Eco Soldier's video, it actually does display.
That's fantastic. It just means they fixed it then, because like I said, originally that wasn't possible, so therefore we didn't go down. I'll happily, what I'll do is after the stream, I'll share a picture of the crafting table that was created for it. It's really good. I made it.
Must be good then.
Oh, you sure you didn't copy it from another world?
Yeah, you sure you didn't
copy it from another world, cheeky kids.
I mean, let it in, no.
You both hurting my feelings right now. It's
sorry. So we're getting there. It's a bit untidy right now, but it's getting there. It seems like they are showing their items that you can craft. Yeah, cool.
Perfect. I'll do it. I'll do it because I do want to make it easier.
All he wants to do is do it.
Big up, big up.
Big girl, big girl. I've always known it to be big girl, big girl. Have I been singing it wrong?
It's big up, big up.
I've always thought it was big girl, big girl.
Yeah, I started singing Pork Pie thanks to Peter Kay.
Who's gonna drive you home?
It's mad.
Yeah, Amber, if you can hear me, I'm over here, working on like maybe some cabins if you want to help.
Where are you? Hang on a
What
minute.
we
Let me
got?
teleport to you.
Crafting table is so overcrowded, especially when with multiple. But yeah, the problem is right. And I've said this before. The problem is with the crafting table. I don't understand why we haven't got customizable menus. They've got it in Java. I don't understand why they've not incorporated into Bedrock, where you can create your own menu for your add-on.
Yeah, have you seen in the recent update, the 2144 or whatever it is, or 40 whatever, they've put the ability for you to change the way your items display in menu. So do you know, like when we was getting the issue with all those blocks were getting turned around again?
Yeah, yeah.
It's because they were working on that. So now you can have it. You can dictate how it displays in hand, how it displays in menu, and then obviously how it displays when you place it down. So it definitely looks like they're working on the menu system. So custom categories, it's got to be. Surely it's coming. They need it.
It's got to.
The add-ons, they need it.
It's not just that. It's like it's in Java. So I don't understand if it's in Java, why is it not in Bedrock? At the end of the day, Bedrock is supposed to be a better form of Minecraft to Java. It's the whole reason why they started to bring out the add-ons.
It's because I mean, you'll guys be a bit aware of kind of how my schedule works. So on Fridays we call it Knowledge Fridays. So instead of actually creating content, what I normally do is I go through expanding on my knowledge base and looking things up and trying things that I've not tried before. And at the moment, I am working massively on like bringing myself up to speed with features. So that's basically spawning random structures around, like dynamic worlds and stuff. So that's what I'm brushing. Looney normally does that, but I've been working on it at the moment. So what I've successfully done is with the dynamic world, I've successfully made it so it will spawn you in a nice fresh house, so we can have a custom spawn build right at the beginning, because a dynamic world doesn't normally have that. And then I'm looking at being able to spawn structures larger than the 16 by 16 limit, what's currently on it.
Yeah.
So, it's messing about with a bit of script and a bit of trickery, kind of getting things to merge with each other. But yeah, Knowledge Fridays, find some really fascinating stuff.
I feel like my Bedrock is like 5 years behind. Bless me.
I've heard that they're like changing the way add-ons work a lot recently, or maybe that's been in the works for a while.
It needs to. The way that add-ons work right now is really bad, because you can't, you don't download the behavior till you start the world. So when you purchase a piece of content, you literally, all you download from the start is the resource pack. As soon as you put the resource pack onto your world, then it downloads the behavior pack. It's an encryption that stops people from stealing stealing work and getting into the back end side of Minecraft. It's one of the main reasons why they didn't do add-ons originally, is because it opens the back door up. And thank you for the bless you there, unlikely. I'm bloody cold is doing my head in.
What they need to do with add-ons, seriously need to do, is have a demo version where you can download it and you can use it for an hour, 2 hours, and then it deactivates itself.
Well, they've got the light. They do the light versions, don't they? But you have to qualify for it. Welcome back, Luxor.
Yeah, but the problem with the light versions is it doesn't show you everything in. It doesn't show you everything.
Oh, it wouldn't do now, because you see that's the point. It's a teaser. It's a taster.
Obviously, I'm very limited to what I can and cannot share in regards to features coming from Minecraft, because I'm under NDA. But I can assure you they are working on something what is designed to give you a lot more information about the add-on you're purchasing.
Not even information. It needs to be played.
Right,
it needs to be.
In essence, I get what Fox is saying, because then you can stop things like the trains add-on that's just come out by Lifeboat. Now, Lifeboat is a massive team. It's one of the top tier teams, and yet they're producing bad content like that. And then it's costing money, and it's like, why would you purchase? You can't get a refund, so it gives people a chance to check stuff out before they actually.
Yeah, unfortunately, Minecraft have a no refund policy, don't they? So
yeah, of course they do, because they're money grabbing. Always
Remember
been so.
years ago when you used to buy like Xbox and PlayStation magazines and you used to get demo discs?
Yeah.
Remember that time? Remember when Xbox used to offer that on the 360 where you could download a demo of the game? If you liked it, you had an option to purchase it straight on the screen. But that demo, you could only say, for example, it was limited to
It's the
say
good
15
old
minutes
days,
of
yeah.
gameplay.
Yeah. Well, like I said, what they're working on most definitely will give you a lot more information. No, obviously I can share it with you guys off the screen because you guys are NDA'd with me as well anyway. But I can't stream it.
Yeah.
Sorry. Am I asking hard questions?
No.
Or
You're asking
No,
very
no,
good
no.
questions. It's
question.
no. But yeah, when they do release it, it will be good for everybody. Because we're also limited with how much we can actually express what's going on. So we have to really do most of our showing of any of our content via YouTube videos, because what they give you really is a couple of screenshots, a panel, and a description. It's not a lot, is it, really?
The thing is,
And
what I
then
can't figure out. Sorry, no, go on. Sorry.
The rules state that you can't put any kind of indication text inside your screenshot, so you can't put a sign on there saying, "Ooh, you can 15 different things," or "click this to do this," or anything like that. You're not allowed to do it. It's against the rules.
Yeah, but that like unlikely saying PS5 does it now, but you got to have like a PS5 subscription. So ridiculous. To play a demo, you got to have a subscription. Everything now. There's nothing free now. Nothing's free. Everything you got to pay for, and everything's got to catch if you don't. But if it is free, or it's pay to win, and it's just gaming. Gaming today is destroyed. Gaming today is not what it used to be. 15, 20 years ago, games, you just buy a game, you put it in, you play it, you have fun. Nowadays, you put it in, you've got to buy something in order to be better at something else, and it's just, or if you want to look fancy, then you have to buy certain things. It just doesn't make sense. It's crap. Or you have to buy game subscriptions. It's like, Kaiser Dragon, welcome to the stream.
So yeah, it's passes, isn't it? It's season passes. That's the latest fashion.
It's not just that though. Look, prime example, right? I was heavy on World of Warcraft, right? World of Warcraft, when I played World of Warcraft, was $8.99 a month, right? It's now, I think it's like £11 a month, but you still have to pay for the update for the expansions, and to me that's wrong.
Yes, you're effectively renting the game, aren't you?
Yeah, because
Borderlands.
I used to be really huge on Rocket League. When Rocket League first came out, I used to play loads of Rocket. I purchased it, and then it got took over by, was it Epic?
Epic Games, yeah.
And I used to just grind and obviously unlock my chest. You could unlock any chest you got by grinding inside the game, but now you can't. You've got to purchase things to be able to unlock stuff. It's just it really ruined it. So I've stopped playing it now, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But I genuinely enjoyed that game.
It's just seems it's one of them things, and everything these days just seems money orientated.
Yeah, the thing is you're never going to stop it as long as they've got people actually purchasing it and playing it. Then they're never going to stop.
Yeah, nice one for dropping by. Thank you.
Oh. Another big problem facing the game industry right now is you've got big players, right? So Minecraft, right? There's nothing that can compete with it right now. You know, so there's no competition. So the creators of Minecraft, they can be as lazy as they want. Same as FIFA. You know what I mean? Same as EA with FIFA. They can be as lazy as... But now, they've got competition with Take-Two.
I don't know with FIFA, though, because you had Pro Evolution, which give FIFA a run for its money.
It did, but then it died out, didn't it? It lost massively. It stopped focusing on what made it really good, which was its single-player Masters League stuff. What made it stand out from FIFA, and then started focusing on making the players look more realistic, which neglected the gameplay, unfortunately. And then
that was Konami.
That coupled with really bad servers, it should. But I mean, to be fair, you've got the competition's coming out of the woodwork, but you've got Reforge direct competition coming for Minecraft. You've got that football game that Ronaldo's backed coming out, direct competition for FIFA. You've got Power World getting sued by Pokemon.
Yeah, but the thing is, they're not being sued because of the game. It's an element
IP,
within the game.
Not IP infringement, is it? It's pattern.
The mechanic they use.
No, it's a mechanic that they're using. Yeah. So it's nothing to
Oh,
actually
and-
do with Pokemon itself. It's actually a mechanic, and I believe it's probably
worse
to
than
do with the
that as
catching.
well. The mechanics they're suing for them, they've actually updated their patent for it after the game was released to actually
Exactly,
give them
Kaiser.
better.
Exactly.
It's
Yeah,
really
Kaiser,
bad
sorry.
what they're doing. If they get away with it, honestly, then the world's just stop. I want to get off.
The thing is that they will get away with it because there are a lot of people high in power who have got a lot of money and a lot of stake in it. So that's why certain laws are passed, or why certain laws are bent for certain companies, because the lawmakers have a that sort of a dibs in it, if you know what I mean. So
It's three patents that Power World are being sued for.
Yeah, yeah,
Lawsuit. Three
I've
patents.
seen them. It's really one of them is catching and distributing with a ball
Yeah.
or an object, and one of them is mounts. You know, like riding mounts. So, like if they sue Power World, Arca absolutely.
Well, how do they work? How would they work that one then? Considering places like World of Warcraft were
That's
the
what I mean,
biggest
there's
ones who
absolutely loads.
introduced
Honestly,
walking
they-
mounts and flying mounts.
it's so weak, this, and if they do get away with it, which I mean, me personally, I don't think they're gonna. I think we're now the world's
Oh,
changing,
shit.
and people
mean,
are like
who?
kind of getting the power back. You've got the GameStop thing what going on. You've got like people boycotting Disney movies and stuff. And I mean, look at the gaming community got Sonic completely redone, didn't they? I
Yeah.
don't think you're going to be able to get the Minecraft movie redone. We do
Oh,
really.
that was
need to
shocking. That was.
But yeah, because of the easy accessible information, and don't get me wrong, there's a lot of bad information out there. It's harder for these people to get away with this stupid stuff.
Yeah.
I think if Nintendo, and I know they don't really care about what people think. They're not really kind of that kind of company, are they? You know, they're not like we're the people kind of company. But if they do get away with it, I think they'll do their company more damage than good.
the thing is,
People
though,
will stop buying Nintendo products.
I don't think they will. You know why they won't? Because the kids love Nintendo.
Yeah, but do they though? Because you think about it, the Switch
Oh,
hasn't
no.
done. The Switch hasn't done very well, and like Nintendo died. It's a dying games console. It's a dying trend now. I mean, Nintendo was big in our era. You know, the 80s, the 80s,
Yeah, but
90s,
they
and early
still-
2000s.
They still hold records for the best.
Yeah, they can still hold the records,
handheld.
but that don't mean they're popular against the newer generations.
Yeah, but there's not in the handheld. The only thing that really I would say gives them a run for money is like a Steam Deck type device. That's it. But when you're looking for a games console with a Steam Deck, you need a PC to play off it.
Yeah, but think about it, right? Listen, the biggest game sellers, right, for Nintendo right now, it's the only reason why they're still going, is Pokemon. It's mainly Pokemon. You ask anybody who owns a Nintendo, and 99% of them, it's Mario or Pokemon. That's all that's keeping that system alive. I tell you that now.
Switch Sports
Zelda
for
as
me. I love Switch Sports.
Yeah, but Zelda as well. Zelda's a franchise that.
Yeah, but Zelda's supposed to be coming back, but it's one of them things, isn't it? It's whether it does.
I mean, a classic example. I mean, I don't want to get in trouble by Nintendo because they also they
No,
sue
at the end of the day,
YouTubers as well, don't they? Do you know what I mean? But,
No, but it's thingy, and you can't. It's not
you need to
slander.
make sure you're saying
yeah,
allegedly,
the
in
notorious.
my
I
opinion.
mean,
Yeah,
yeah,
but
just
in
a
our
bad move on their
opinion,
part.
Nintendo's shit can kiss my bum. Sorry, swore again. I don't care.
Yeah, like Minecraft Mario Pack available only on the Switch. That's just crazy selfish, that man. That is really because
Yeah, but
I would have bought that. How much money have they given up just purely to keep that on their product only?
Yeah, but it's not.
Yeah,
It's not
but-
just that. You got to think of as well. Is they're taking a royalty because they take a royalty for the marketplace content that's released
They do, yeah.
because it's on their console. So why can't they bring that thingy? You know, it was just like the
yeah,
argument with
like,
Activision stopping the likes of Call of Duty being played on PlayStation. It's like surely that would kill you rather than actually boost your sales.
Well, again, Nintendo, yeah, they may be guilty of it, but so is every other company. You know, Activision for a long time had a deal with PlayStation. Before that, it was with Xbox. It's whoever pays the bigger bill. And when you've got a on a company, for example, now Microsoft now own Activision and obviously Call of Duty.
Call
They can do
of
whatever they
Duty.
want. They could easily pull Call of Duty from PlayStation if they wanted to, but they've got some people there who think that's a bad business idea. You know,
Yeah,
why
it would
would we
be.
want to cut off a huge, massive side of cash? Because that's what it
With
would
Call
be.
of Duty, yeah, because PlayStation's its biggest audience for
Oh,
Call of Duty.
I read that Xbox and Phil Spencer want to get Xbox titles onto the PlayStation. Also, Death Stranding, which was supposed to be a PlayStation only game, coming to Xbox.
Yeah, well, it's not just. There's
So-
loads of things. I mean, you've got PlayStation games on the Xbox. Spyro, for instance, massive PlayStation game. It's on the Xbox. You can get it on the Xbox.
Yeah, but it's not. Yeah, but it's not a PlayStation. The way it is licensing.
Yeah, but it was a PlayStation game. It literally
was,
come
it
out.
was-
Driver
no, it
was a
was.
PlayStation game.
Yes,
It's supposed to be being
yes.
released on the Xbox.
Yes. What happens is you get a company that have a limited sort of deal. So, for example, Call of Duty. What's it called? Grand Theft Auto, for example. Remember when The Ballad of Gay Tony was released and Lost and Damned? That was a timed exclusivity deal for Xbox, and PlayStation seen it a year after.
I'll read that in a sec, Kaiser.
So, you know, when you've got these companies that have a monopoly,
Oh,
you know, I can understand why Nintendo is saying no. The only people who could, if you want to play it, if you want to smash up, you're gonna have to buy. Yeah, the you know, bum holes for doing that, but it's no different to any other company. You know what I mean? And I think the problem is, once you start concentrating on one company of doing wrongdoing and not mentioning the other people, you know what I mean? As gamers, we have to stand collectively. You know what? We don't agree with any of them. You know, holding players, you know, feet to the coals, so you can say, listen, if you want to play this game, now if it's a Sony only studio, fine. You know what I mean? If it's something like the Last of Us, you know, Uncharted, fine, that's in-house. There's no difference to Halo on the Xbox. But when you got all these exclusive deals where PlayStation players get this over Xbox and Xbox players get this over PlayStation, it's not bollards. It's just. But
Yeah.
the gamers have to stand. We have to do something, because if we don't, at the end of the day, with the wallet, if we continually pay for all these things, then they think they can get away with it. It's not until we actually stop buying and affect their stock prices. That's the only way it's going to change.
See, I get what you're saying, but I think it's two different subjects. I think console or thingy exclusives always kind of been around anyway, and I don't like massively mind it. But do you know what I mean? Obviously, what we would how we got into that conversation was the Mario texture pack for Minecraft. That bit's I don't know if it falls under the same umbrella. So like obviously the Pal World Pokemon thing, like going and suing to try and eliminate the competition. That's a very dirty bad move in my eyes. But I mean, console exclusives, I don't massively mind if it's the outright game. Do you know what I mean? Because like, yeah, Gran Turismo is. I picked up a PlayStation just so I could play Gran Turismo, but I've always kind of been an Xbox person. But I intentionally got that because I genuinely enjoyed that game.
Well, yeah, that's what I said about having game studios that sort of are in-house, so to speak, or make games for one particular console. Fair. You're going to.
The thing is, as well now, just to add to all that, with cross-platform and everything, like literally being on nearly everything nowadays, it's going to be. I think your console's going to end up becoming irrelevant. It's going to be like Amazon Prime, Netflix, Disney Plus, all that kind of stuff. You're going to end up doing, fastening yourself up to some kind of subscription, and then you'll just run that on whatever device you've got. That's the direction it's going.
The only issue you've got with that is, and the reasons why I don't think it's happened sooner, because I would think Xbox and PlayStation want it to happen, is simply because not everyone has brilliant internet, and there are a lot of people out there who are metered, especially in America. A lot of places in America only have one or two choices of internet, and if you live out in the sticks, then you're on a satellite connection most of the time. So they've got to be super careful of how they approach it. Is, you know, if you want an online, fine, it's there for you if you have the internet. But here's a console version, because not everyone's going to be able to. Now, even now, when you buy a game on a disc, you're not buying the whole game anymore. EXE, technically. You go home and download the game, and it's like, what is the point?
Yeah.
So, physical media is becoming very, very obsolete. Very obsolete. So, all these collectibles now and game collection, it's all going to be digital. That's the unfortunate bit.
I think it's also why things like Mario and that hold such a great value. You know, like when you try and buy Mario second hand and you're still paying almost full price for it, if not more.
Yeah.
Because because everything's digitalized now, you can't get hold of the physical stuff anymore.
No.
So
and it's a dying media.
yeah,
And it's the same as DVDs. DVDs and Blu-rays have lost their value tremendously because people don't buy them anymore.
Right, I just want to pop over to the YouTube chat because Kaiser said something when we was on about Power World beforehand. I'm going to backtrack a little bit.
Yeah.
But so here is some info I got from a Japanese lawyer. Using patents as basic of a lawsuit is the last resort, and they originally would have left Power World alone. So, but when Sony came into the picture, who Nintendo considers as a nemesis, they decided to strike Power World. The one thing that you never see in Japan, in Japan's side, is a patent lawsuit between big giants. So
that's interesting. That's interesting.
It's weird, isn't it?
That's interesting. The thing is with obviously Japanese, I'm guessing. I'm only going. What I believe is true is their culture's different as well. So their approach to things are different, and what we would see from Nintendo is being horrible. But again, you know, with what we just learned, there's two sides to every story, isn't there? So, you know, sometimes it's not just black and white.
It sounds like another petty corporate battle, really, doesn't it? Basically, that's what's going on.
The thing is, I mean, you've got a couple of options, haven't you, when you're a big company? Either one, you rise above it and you do the best you can do, or you do what Nintendo have done, is say, no, you know, your competition, and we're not allowing it.
See, it makes sense. Sometimes, in one sense, it makes sense with like the Pokemon side because it is their thing. But to stop anyone from ever making something that's remotely similar, it spoils, because then it means, like, I mean, you see it all the time. Microsoft got in trouble by the governments for trying to monopolize when they took over Activision. Because it's almost like they're taking that direct competition out of there, which, I'm not being funny, every company thrives by having competition.
Yeah. It's
And
alpha. Yeah.
it's wrong for one company to go, well, you know what, I'm going to monopolize and just dominate all. I mean, it's like Microsoft doesn't dominate anything, everything anyway. You know, a small business company that's doing well, the first thing that happens is Microsoft comes in and buys them out. But
Probably the same. Some do exactly the same.
yeah, but they all do that. It's all part of the umbrella branch, isn't it? So they all do it because they don't want that competition. But it's a case of, as well, personally, it's business owners' faults just at fault, because as a business owner, it's a case of you're allowing people like Microsoft to do this because you just want the big paycheck. Your company's worth, say I created a company now, it was worth 2, 3, 4 million, and then Microsoft come in and say, tell you what, we'll give you 100 million for your company. Which all they're going to do is liquidate it and break it up. Let's face it, they're not going to use your company. They liquidate it, they break it up into bits, and then that takes that competition out of the market.
Yeah, shelf your assets kind of thing.
Yeah, because in the contracts will be, you would never be able to do anything like that company. You'd never be able to start a business like that again. So they do it to stop the competition, and it's wrong. And the thing is, it's all down to money and greed. I'm not. Would you not take a 100 million, tens of million deal if your company was only worth a couple of million? Of course you would. It's a better life.
Yeah, but again, it's one of those things of, if you've got a company, startup, for example, right? You got a startup game developer. make this game, and EA or one of the big guys, what are you doing? We'll invest. You know, of course you're going to. Of course you are, because you're a startup, right? But when you've got something like 5M, which Rockstar just recently purchased, they're only doing that to take them out of the game. That's it. Again, just competition just wiped out, gone.
Yeah, which doesn't make sense because all they done was created mods that people wanted to play. The game was still never changed. The people were still playing the game.
Yeah, but the sad side of it is the original creators of 5M and the one for Red Dead left. They said they were treated badly.
Yeah, of course they are, because the big company, that's what I'm saying, all the big companies want to do is monopolize from you. So you're treated like, it's almost like it's done deliberately to force you out, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, we'll treat you like dirt, so you just leave and go, I don't want to be treated this way, blah blah blah.
I mean, if you're in it to actually just make games and, you know, like do things for people and all that kind of stuff, well, then again, do you know what I mean? I suppose everything has a price eventually, don't they? Do you know what I mean? You can.
Well, to be fair, we do exactly the same with the marketplace. You know, we build content in order to capitalize on it. That's the whole point of the marketplace.
Yeah.
So it's just that obviously we don't dictate the value of anything. It's all done by Microsoft.
Yeah, but again, as content creators, we don't have that privilege. You know, it'd be a different matter if you could create a piece of content for Minecraft. Say if you developed a new way of doing something, and you go, hang on a minute, this is unique. We don't want anyone else to have this. What do? You'd patent it. You protect it because what you've got is valuable. You know what I mean? And it's sort of on a larger scale. That's what games companies do. They've got, for example, Grand Theft Auto. You know, they own that. To them, it's valuable. It makes billions a year. So when the source code's released, or if someone makes a rival, that can hurt their bottom line. And if they can legally, they will come after. They will come after you if they can.
Yeah, but the simple fact is, if you don't want to finger, don't release the information. You're going to moan at people and then try and bully people out because they're making money. So I call this nonsense with Minecraft, saying that you can't run a server and make money on it because they lose out. But isn't that the purpose of the game? People are always going to be able to come up with something and run something and monopolize from it. End of the day, it's no different to marketplace. I think marketplace is the biggest. I mean, it's one of the biggest scams because you do all the work, you're doing all the legwork, and yet you're getting a fraction of what you should be getting, realistically, in my eyes.
Oh yeah, we were discussing percentages the other day, isn't it? And it's shocking.
You know, why? Right? If I create something, why should I take the lowest cut? Do you know what I mean? You've got a company there that's taking.
That's life, though. That's any job, isn't it?
2/3. No, but not. Yeah, it is, but not for a content creator. It's just like me saying, okay, well, I'll become a photographer, and then the digital camera company says, well, I want 60% of your stuff because you're using my camera.
They could
really?
If they wanted to.
No, because that's not how business works.
Well, it does because it works that way. You know, like for example, I work for a car. If you're a car salesman, right, and you're the best salesman, right, you're selling all these expensive sports cars. Millions and millions, and you're getting paid.
A sports car.
No, what I'm saying is you're getting paid £1,200 a month, but yet your bosses are raking in millions and millions.
Yeah. I'm going to say as long as you've got a boss or some kind of, because that was one of the misleading things. Obviously, when I was distribution manager before this, and I worked for a company, and unfortunately during the COVID period, I got made redundant, which turned out to be the best thing for me because it meant I could focus on this, and the timing of me getting the partnership kind of all worked out.
Sorry, I had a bit of a coughing fit.
No, it's all right. So I kind of came into this thinking I now work for myself. This is fantastic. This is my company and such and such. Well, I mean, it's mine and my, obviously business partner Looney's company. So I'm my own boss, but I'm not. Minecraft is my boss. I am constantly held to their rules and regulations, and if they don't deem a piece of content I've created worthy, then it doesn't get the exposure as other content. So there's still that element of you're kind of working for the man, so to speak.
You always answer to someone.
Yeah,
No matter what
always,
job you're in.
even if you're a plumber, your customer becomes your boss, so to speak, in some shape or form, really, don't
Yeah.
they? So it's
Even if you're a CEO of a company, you still answer to somebody. Always, whether it's a a partner, or whether it's, like you said, the people who buy your product. The end user will dictate to make.
Yeah.
Because if you make something that they don't like, you're never going to make that again. You know what I mean? It's like content, for example. If you and the vast majority of people add on it terrible. Right. Okay. One, can we improve it? No. Right. We would never make that product ever again. We'd never make that add-on again. So we're all answerable to someone. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter how deep you own it. You know, you still have to pay your taxes. You still have to, again, sort of your owe. That's it. But these companies have got and still do get away with it. You know what I mean? Simply because for a lot of companies, especially going back to gaming, there's not, depending on what field you're in. Sports games, for example, take Two. You know what I mean? 2K. They have a massive monopoly on the games, whether it's basketball, whether it's Madden. You know, EA had FIFA. I think they had Madden.
Yeah, Madden.
Yeah. So there's no one else making football games that can rival FIFA. And the thing is, it's same as COD. The reasons why COD still exists is because people still buy it, and the reasons why it still exists is because they're competitions. There's big, massive money involved in COD. You know what I mean? So when
it's just a fish.
and when the next Defiant comes along, which you'd think, oh, this is a good competitor, people ain't going to play X Defiant because, unfortunately, people have been cohorted in a way to play Black Ops. So it's just until people realise that they're being hoodwinked in a way, realising that these companies don't care about you. Look at Minecraft, right? I know we're playing Minecraft, but a multi-billion-pound company like Microsoft, right, and their realms are shockingly shocking. You know what I mean? They are
Shockingly shocking. We all know what the original word was meant to be there.
Exactly. And I think I did a very good job in saying.
Absolutely diabolical.
They are. For what it is, they are. You know what I mean? We're dealing with Microsoft who have servers all over the world. They want to cloud, yet we're dealing with realms that can't even have, high-powered sort of proper decent realm features. You know what I mean?
Not even that. It's just the fact half the time they're down, or you can't do
work.
something with your world, or they corrupt your world. And I mean, I'd understand if they were a free to use service, but they're paid for. You pay for them. You wouldn't go into a car dealership, get a car, and it'd be like proper crap and not working, and then expect not to say anything. Do you know what I mean? You'd expect the car to be in fully working order. It's the whole purpose of you buying the car. But this with the realms, it's just. Ugh.
Yeah, but the worst part of it is you bring this up with anyone in any relation in work to Microsoft. It's like someone else does the realms. Like they sort of push off the responsibility, and it's like, no, you
just because they do it, don't mean you don't own it. It's your responsibility. Exactly. You're the owner. Deal with it.
It's like Raven. It's like Raven who do the multiplayer side, right? Of I think it's Warzone, right? People complain all the time about Warzone and multiplayer and stuff, and it's like I see it all the time on Twitter. It's like, oh, you can't blame Microsoft. It's Raven. It's like you can't blame Activision. Sorry, it's Raven. It's the same bloody company. What do you mean? Who's answerable? You know what I mean?
Take it easy, guys.
At what point? You know what I mean? It's like these companies need to start taking sort of ownership of what they're doing. And again, if there was a massive competitor to Microsoft, Minecraft and Realms, you won't see any issues because they'd have to make a product that works.
Oh, this is
Yeah.
what I'm saying. With 4J Studios now. Look at the game that they're bringing out.
Yeah, I was just gonna mention Reforged. That looks pretty
Reforged
cool.
looks good. It really does
Looks
look good.
really nice.
It looks good,
Yeah.
but I don't like the mechanic of magic hands. I think it's ridiculous, and that's just a personal
not
preference.
just-
I think just having that magic hands is
Again,
stupid.
that potentially you don't know the reason behind that. That could be
think
because
that,
of, you know, the way this is done in here. That might be a bloody not a pattern. It could be a pattern. You might not be able to do it the same way Minecraft do it.
The massive problem you'll find is it doesn't matter how good a game is if it doesn't break people away from the norm, right? Minecraft right now is the norm, right? Too many people play Minecraft. Now you're gonna have a lot of people heavily invested in Minecraft, whether it's worlds, whether it's money, whether realms, whether it's servers. People are very dedicated when they are invested. You need to get those people over to a new game like Forge and go, listen, guys, what do you think of this? They're gonna go.
I think a good chunk will move me. I really do. I do think.
Again, depends how it plays.
And I mean, obviously,
how the
don't
game
like
is.
saying it because I work within the Minecraft kind of bubble or cloud or whatever. But its reputation's not very good. The marketplace reputation's terrible.
The thing is, as well, though, we're only seeing snippets of this game. You know what I mean? I don't think anyone's got our hands on it yet. So, yeah, it looks amazing. You know what I mean? It looks brilliant. Cyberpunk, when that was released, looked amazing, but it was a terrible game on release. So until it's being played, and until you can get your hands on it, we're not going to know.
Yeah,
But
true.
I think it's going to have to be a big game, and there's going to have to be something in that game that pries people away from Minecraft. There has to be something special about that game. Otherwise, people are too heavily invested in Minecraft. Far too heavily. Especially, like I said, if you've got money involved, don't forget that Minecraft is huge when it comes to the marketplace. So people are buying add-ons and skins and emotes and all these things. Are they willing just to lay all that money down? I'm going to play Forge now, and their mates ain't playing it. You know what I mean? It's like,
true. Yeah.
that's the problem. It's not just a single player. You've got to get groups of people over to that game. You know what I mean? Yeah, you might get a few single player guys, but the majority of people who play Minecraft in groups, like what we're doing now, exactly what we're doing now. People are going to jump on Minecraft, build what they need to build. You need to get them over, and that's going to be hard. That's going to be a hard.
The targeted communities is going to be key.
It's going to be a really hard game to get people off.
Well, I mean, to be fair, they've begun, haven't they? Because I mean, I'm in the Discord for it. They've started like releasing snippets and that kind of stuff. They're trying to create a bit of a buzz around it, so they're working on that. They are doing that.
No,
yeah,
I
and they
hope
have
so.
Stampy, and I know Stampy's got a large community.
Yeah.
I mean, and then he was like Mr. Minecraft at one point, wasn't he? Him and his gang.
Yeah.
Stampy Cat and
Yeah,
Squiddy.
and my
Stampy.
son loved him. So it's
So I started watching off him, and then his world annoyed the living crap out of me because it was that plastic texture pack. I was like, really? Out of everybody that had a finger, he's the only one that seems to like that crappy texture pack.
But yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to throw shade at the game. It's not even released. I'm just,
yeah.
you know.
I get it. It's got a battle in front of it, basically.
Yeah, and
Yeah, I get it.
as long as the developers and the people surrounding the game keep on it and keep battling on it and keep improving it, taking feedback seriously and not just brushing it under the rug, because that is a detriment. That's death to a game. You know what I mean? When people's feedback is ignored or not listened to, it needs to. You've got to take the bad with the good. You have to. We've said this before, haven't we? Even with what we're doing now with that Minecraft, is someone will come on and say, "I don't like this because of this reason." You know what? I hear you. I might not agree with it, but what you're saying, I'm acknowledging. But that's what they need to do. It's going to take lots of people over, honestly. Anyway, yeah, so I'm going to create a separate channel called Fox's Soapbox. You're more than welcome to join if you want.
We've got a whole new load of jingles we have to make for this. Yeah, definitely.
Fox's Fantastic Facts.
All right,
Fox's
one
key.
of the jingles has got to be Fox is going to rain on your parade. Anyway, do you know what? The conversation for the past half hour has been really serious. So let's shift it a little bit and make it a little bit more fun.
Yeah, Fox, give us some happy
Well, it's been a good
jingles.
conversation,
Sing
to
us
be
a
fair.
song, Fox. Sing us a song.
Yeah, go on. What have you got?
If you're happy and you know it, Fox is weird. Tries to grow a beard, but he can't. That's my song.
It's amazing.
If you're feeling kind of free, get a bottle of the whiskey.
Go on, Rose. Have you got any more questions you want to? We've started that conversation.
Yeah,
off.
I'm very curious about the marketplace, but I don't want to put you guys on the spot or because I know you might be under NDAs and things.
Well,
but
honestly, ask your questions, and if I can answer them, we will answer.
Hey, I'm not under partnership. I know some information. I can spread some information. It's all right.
Hey, shut up. You're under our NDA, you.
Yeah, that's your NDA, but I'm under my own NDA for my own partnership. So.
Well, yeah. No, ask them, and if you can.
Well, so you said you started about 4 years ago on the marketplace.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then how long, before that, did you know about add-ons coming out? Because I remember when add-ons happened. What was it, 8 months ago? Nobody really knew. It was just I was playing Minecraft, and then one day, there's some add-ons available. How long did you guys know?
Yeah, I think we knew. I want to say at least 3 months before it was coming out. 2 to 3 months. Because we was asked if we wanted to apply to be in the first group of add-ons, because some add-ons came out were free and some were paid for.
Yeah.
So partners got asked if they wanted to create add-ons for that kind of trial period. So there was a trial period where only selected partners who applied for it. We applied for it, but we didn't get it. We applied with the concept of a farming add-on, farming and food.
Which is annoying now because that's one of the biggest add-ons on.
Yeah. Farming Back Pod Crash is my favorite. What about at least?
You know what? And the worst thing is we actually built most of it, and then I think we ended up using the assets in a dynamic world map. In the end, I'm not sure which one, but in all fairness, because we was applying to do the free version, it wasn't massive. So in comparison to the one that actually come out, ours was probably about half the size. But again, it would have been dealt with on the basis that we would have kept expanding it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, unfortunately, we didn't get in that first wave of.
Yeah, so that's interesting. So even though you are Minecraft partners, it's still very difficult to get your projects through.
Oh yeah. They have their favorites. They say they don't, but they do have their favorite teams. I mean, you see it all the times with all this.
Is it rigged?
It's not. I wouldn't say it's rigged, but they have their favorites. You see it with the big teams.
Neither, to be honest, but yeah, it's
You see it with the licensing products, don't you? Things like with the SpongeBob stuff, and with the licensed stuff, you see it all the time with the big teams getting that. They always land it. The small teams don't get a look in.
Oh yeah, don't get me wrong. We're under no illusions that we tried to make a nice product, but we're under no illusions that we're at the skill level of some of the other partners. We're a self-taught team, so everything we've learned via watching YouTube trailers.
Yeah, but it's still better content than what some of the big teams who have got the money to push out are producing. That's the ironic thing about it.
Again, though, we run into that problem is they've got a foothold now, haven't they? You know what I mean? They if they're giving special treatment, the little guys really, they get pushed to the side. Their product goes on page 10 instead of page 1. And when you're a big company or a big creator within Minecraft, you can afford to release garbage because it's going to guaranteed end up on the front page, and because there's no way of demoing or figuring out if you want to buy it or not because you have to purchase it. You might we've done it. I'm sure loads of us have purchased add-ons going, why the hell buy this?
Yeah.
It's crap. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
When I make
Now-
videos and add-ons that are like, and people are like, what is going on? Like the
But it-
new, I don't want to like,
Well, that goes
uh,
back to the lifeboat stuff, doesn't
like
it?
the
With with the
trains
trains
thing,
add-on,
yeah.
yeah.
Because I didn't know what Lifeboat was, but then when I looked it up, I'm like, they
They're
have like
huge.
one of the biggest Minecraft servers
Yeah.
for like
server as well.
11
They're a
years.
server partner, yeah.
Yeah, they're
And I'm
huge.
like, it's minecarts attached with leads. Like when I was making because I made a video for it, and I'm like, it's minecarts attached with leads, like literally.
exactly, and that's the problem. Now, if you would have been able to demo, you would have went, you know what, sod this, I ain't buying
Yeah.
this.
I
No
probably,
chance.
well, I probably still would have because I'm making videos on it. But yeah, if I wasn't like, I would be like, ugh, because I would be really sad if I didn't make videos on it and be like, what is this? Like
Yeah, but
Lifeboat
you
is
could still
supposed to
do
be
that, though.
trusted. Yeah.
Hero's
you know.
boyfriend, G Mansell.
What? I don't
Someone's-
have a boyfriend.
Someone's put G Mansell's put Hero's his boyfriend.
Oh, because I put no, that's not my boyfriend. I did put it on my YouTube page. I told everybody they can come over here if they want, but no, none of these people are my boyfriend.
You know what? I'm going to be honest.
Oh, you've dampened Fox's spirits now.
No,
Oh no.
I feel
Honestly,
sorry for
I
that
don't-
other guy. I feel sorry for that other guy because you said he's not my boyfriend. Like, wow. Okay.
Shot down.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, we know where we stand.
I'm a happily married man with 5 kids, so I don't need a girlfriend. I'm too old for girlfriends, mate.
But no, honestly, the stuff what Heroes does in regards to like reviewing products, I honestly think it's really really good for the marketplace. It's really good because you do get that thing. There's a couple. Heroes has done some of our products. Block Branch Princess, Eco.
Echo, yeah.
Eco
Yeah,
Soldier,
Echo.
Eco Soldier.
I should
Echo
really know his
Soldier.
name because he's absolutely a huge YouTuber as well. To be fair, so but yeah, honestly, what they're doing is an absolute huge service to the marketplace.
The thing is, as well, though.
I think it brings attention to your content as well for free. You know what I mean? Whereas anybody else is you having to pay for it, and these guys are just like they're funding this out of their own pockets
Yeah.
to buy content to review it for the Joe public.
Yeah.
I'm
Because
gonna
like
guess...
for my channel, oh sorry.
No, carry on.
Like I've been making YouTube videos for a long time but I took a break for like a lot of years, and like what got me back is I was playing Minecraft on my Switch, and then like all of a sudden add-ons happened, and I'm like, well, I guess I should make videos on it because this is interesting stuff here.
No, absolutely.
Like what? Because it was just like a shock. Because like one day add-ons were just a thing, and it was just like, what? I'm like, oh, I guess I'll start my YouTube channel again. I already have it like started, but I haven't recorded in 2 years, and I started making videos on the add-ons, and people were like really into it. So I'm like, all right.
Yeah, I'm going to say
Here we go.
You've found a need. Definitely, there's a need for the videos that you guys are creating. Yeah, and it just rolls back to that, because people can't get the demo version of it and they've just got to purchase it outright. What you guys are doing is it's fantastic. Just gives people a better, more in-depth look of before they go and purchase.
Heroes
I
has
found
been
you guys
kidnapped.
from
Call
the
the
fish.
police.
You found us from the fish.
The fish. I found because I searched Minecraft Marketplace a lot on YouTube, and I think I saw like a fish video or somebody mentioning about the fish, and I'm like, that's when I hopped on your guys' Discord, and I'm like, fish. You guys probably thought I was nuts. I'm like, I'm really excited about the fishing.
Well, this is
You're like, who is this person?
Well, when Don mentioned about the Fishing Plus, I'll be honest with you, and Don, they were underrating the pack, massively underrating the pack, and I had to say, listen, from a survivalist point of view, it's something that every survivalist wants, because every time you play survival and you fish, the fishing doesn't benefit you these days on standard Minecraft. It's not beneficial. Okay, you can get your books and that, but you can't really get, a decent supply of food. But with the fact that there's 76 new fish, yes, I'm going to say because Fox is just going to say, no. The fact that there's 76 new fish just brings up the survivability better. You know what I mean? So people have got a reason to fish now. It's not a case of, I need to get a book. People have got a reason to fish.
Because, like, my niche is kind of like cutesy creature animal type of add-ons and things. Like, that's a lot of my viewers really like that. And they've been asking for fish since add-ons were a thing. So that was big. Like I know a lot of people that are really excited about fishing.
And
Yeah.
the stuff that's coming as well.
Yeah,
It's
there's
only
lots
going
more
to
to
make
come.
it's only going to make it better.
It's we've got the modification of the fish's behaviour and stuff. So you've got a few aggressive fish in there already. What don't really do much, but what you're going to do is you're going to find yourself if you're in a river where there's piranhas, there's the chance that they'll come and have a little nibble at you and then swim off.
Mhm.
So some of the behaviours are going to be adapted. They're quite generic for now, but when
Be
we're given
careful.
a time period.
Be careful. I will say, because just for an example, like I have the llama add-on.
Yeah.
And they added robo llamas, which are really cool, but they spawn so much. I had to uninstall it from my main world and like tell people like, hey, be careful with this add-on because it's really cute, but like be careful with the hostile mobs if like you're introducing them. Because
Yeah,
like people get
Well,
like,
that's
ooh.
one of the things that we're going to do is we're not. So you're not going to go in the water and all of a sudden you're just going to get eaten to death. What'll
Yeah.
happen is you'll something will have a nibble at you and you'll be like, what was that? And then it'll swim away. So it's not going to like attack. You'll get a bite on your ankle. Obviously,
Yeah, we were the creators
when
of the
we
fishing
introduce
plus add-on.
sharks,
Mansell.
that'll be like a random thing. We're going to try and get them to circular,
Circulate.
and give you plenty of warning that there's some things here. Sometimes they'll leave you alone. Sometimes they'll eat your face.
The thing is, though, do you know what I find? Right, it's one thing that's missing from Minecraft is you've got all these hostile mobs, but you haven't really got anything in the water that will attack you apart from the drowned.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I get what Heroes is saying about controlling the spawning, but
Balance,
I just think it will give that toughness to the water because you get so many players now that'll go idle by sitting in a boat in the water, and the drown don't come up unless you're near them because they're radius triggered. So what's not to say that you don't create a shark that if you're within a certain radius of a shark, it will attack you? Why not? At the end of the day, it makes the ocean more dangerous. I mean, even in real life, you wouldn't sit on a paddle boat in the middle of an ocean, knowing full well there's great whites swimming around. So, in contradiction to what Heroes is saying, no, I think the mobs should just instead of like being oversaturated, saturated spawned, is just have it so it just spawns in it as a general spawn. But the fish are biome specific anyway. So you're not going to have a great white spawn in a river.
It seems like you guys actually playtest your add-ons a lot.
Yes. Well, we try to.
Because when things like that happen, I'm like, did they not play their add-on before?
Well, yeah, this is how we figured out
updated it. Like,
we don't want the idea behind our add-ons are that they're a complement to the game. We don't want them to override a person's world. They're supposed to be just there to add to it, kind of thing. So yeah, in regards to like aggressive spawning and stuff like that, we do a lot of testing when it comes to putting spawn rules in.
The thing is as well, though, is
2 seconds. Jane Morales. Custom food. Would there be custom food added to the fishing plus add-on? So is there like any ways of like say making like fish pies or fish and chip type style things?
Yeah. Yeah, that's something that's on our kind of yes, yeah, they will be in some shape or form. Meals, yeah.
So
will they be placeable? Can you place them down as
always going to get put in there. Yeah, so a potato and a piece of fish and chips. Good old British food.
So, but like we say, guys, for those who are watching on the YouTube, and I mean, you're more than welcome to join the Discord, !Discord, and we always keep up to date. We keep everybody up to date with what we're doing. You can also put your suggestions in. We have suggestions channels. We heavily listen to our community. We're not one of these teams that go, you know what, we're going to create an add-on and then that's it. It's what we say goes. We do genuinely look at what the community wants and we listen to what the community are after. Because at the end of the day, it's what makes the add-on the ultimate add-on. It makes it the best add-on on the market. Is the fact that we're listening to what the community wants and we put in what the community wants. So there are channels dedicated in the Discord for that to be done, and we do look at the channels. It's not like we go, yeah, you can put it in the Discord and then that's it. You never hear from us again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you have got to stop asking us to put trains in the roads back.
Yeah, Yeah,
Yeah.
get the lovely
Stop
Trains
it.
Plus add-on via Lifeboat. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I will say I'm in a lot of discords for different add-ons, and like you guys so far are like the most like community driven and based. Like it seems like you really want to get involved with everybody.
At the end of the day,
So
it's the community
that's
that buys. It's the
cool.
community that buys your add-on. Do you know what I mean? If it
Yeah.
weren't for the community, we wouldn't have the add-on. So we have to focus on the community. It's the number one priority. In my eyes, now I'm the one who does like all the Discord stuff we've done. Like I'm my main focus on MobBlocks. So like a lot of people will question me and ask me, when's this coming? I don't really know. I'm there as
Yeah.
the marketing social manager type person, so I deal with all the community side of things. So I then have to peck Don's head.
Yeah.
But
So I know James and G Mansell, I think they came over from my channel, and they probably don't know who you guys are. If you want to introduce yourselves again, I don't know, like the middle
yeah,
of
no,
this
that's fine.
stream.
So like
Um,
obviously we are MobBlocks. The team is MobBlocks with the content creators for Roads Plus and Fishing Plus, plus multiple other content that you can check out on the marketplace. I'm Paravox. I'm currently known as the Gamers Creator Studios, but my name is actually Paravox. Then we've got Don Daddy.
Hello.
He's a
Yeah.
co-founder, so he's a co-founder of MobBlocks.
Yeah, content creator, kind of
mhm.
developer. That's
Yeah.
me.
The daddy. That's why he's Don Daddy, because he's the
Yeah.
daddy. Even Fox called him Daddy the other week on stream, and that was proper proper
Oh,
cringe.
yeah, it was.
It was proper cringe. And then
Oh,
obviously,
It's cute, mate. It's cute. You're right, it's cute.
yeah, if you say so. Then there's Looney, who's the other co-founder, who he jumps in from time to time. He's not really the social.
He's
Yeah,
a very
just
shy
silent
boy.
partner.
It's not his thing. It really isn't his thing,
He's
unfortunately.
a silent partner.
So yeah. Well, I wish he was
Yeah.
silent. He does a lot of talking.
So you have 4 people in your team?
No, there's only 2.
Only 2?
Yeah. So MobBlocks the developers of MobBlocks is Don and Looney.
Mhm.
And obviously they work with contractors to get certain content made for them. So like I've done some of the signs in the Roads Plus. I've done the fishing trophies that will come out in the new update, the first update for Fishing's Plus. So I had to create 84 trophies.
1 minute.
Hey, shut up, you! You nearly made me swear. So I work alongside, but then obviously I do a lot of I used to do a lot of streaming, and I'm very good with my community skills. So Don tasked me with the
Can't tell.
shut up, you. Don tasked me with the job to help build up the social aspect of MobBlocks and get MobBlocks out there a bit more with the socials, the streamings. Fox is our resident videographer, so he does all our video editing for YouTube. Don works with me to create TikTok shorts, tutorials, some of the quirky little videos that we created on TikTok, some of the little fun acting stuff. So,
And if you don't mind, like, how did you guys meet? Or did you meet online, or do you guys know each other
I
in
met
real
each other on a
life?
dating agency.
Dating? Is this your boyfriend?
No. To be fair, I've known Don for about 4 years. Well, I've known of Don for about 4 years. We worked under the same partnership, same original partner, under 2 different teams. And then it was a case of we was reintroduced by a friend of ours. So about 6 months, 7 months ish, something like that. Don.
Yeah.
So we've known of each other for about 4 years, but we've got working with each other for the past like 4 to 6 months.
Yeah, we've been in the same circles for a while.
Yeah.
But to be fair, since Don is sort of got to know us, he's regretted it ever since.
Maybe you, yeah.
Regrets.
Only Fox.
Yeah, only me. Why not? I mean,
Yeah, it's only Fox. But I've known Fox for nigh on 15 years. So
yeah,
Fox is my online lover.
that's far too long as well. Far too long.
Oh, you know where the back door is, bro. Feel free to use it.
You've
Don't
said
let it
to
hit you on the way out. You know what I mean?
You've said that to me a few times, haven't you?
What, your back door?
PG.
Hey, I didn't say nothing crude. I said the back door.
I said nothing either.
I know,
Sure,
yeah.
it's not the words.
It's
the
no,
insinuations.
it's what you're insinuating it to be. I told him if he doesn't want to talk to me, he can use the back door.
Mhm.
You're the one who's taking it into a naughtier context, Donald.
Exactly.
So can you guys go through the process as much as you can? Because like I know you can't say everything. So let's say you have an idea for an add-on, and you guys are, Minecraft marketplace partners. Like, how's that process go? Like, obviously it's going to be different for every team, but like as far as like interacting with Minecraft, like, do you send them an email of like your idea?
No. We just yeah. We don't have to. There's a lot of guidance. We've got like access to a lot of guidance of what we can and can't build in regards to like the rules wise. Like so no religious content, no war content.
How did the toilet add-on happen then?
Yeah. Well, we put an emote through called Itchy Bum, where the player scratches his bum and sniffs his hand. So, but it didn't break any of the rules, and the toilet one doesn't break any of the rules. It's toilet humor, but it's not like playing on any kind of religious holidays or any recognised like countries. I'm pretty sure you're not allowed to kind of. There's like ethnic minority rules, or there's a lot of rules. But when it comes to the add-ons, you can generate an add-on, and we're allowed to submit 4 per year in Windows. So like there's an add-on we've got till the 1st of December to submit, which will come out in March time. And then it's every 3 months we're allowed to submit. So each partnership's allowed to submit an add-on, 4 add-ons per year. So that's the process.
Oh, really? Only 4 add-ons per year?
Only
Well, I mean,
4
that's a
add-ons per
lot.
year.
That is a lot, but there is a limit.
Yes, there is a limit, yeah. So, like, there's also limits on other things as well. We can only submit 2 emotes now every 3 months.
2 emotes, yeah. 2 emotes every 3 months and 5 personas every month.
5 personas every month as well.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's also some other limits, which unfortunately I'm not allowed to go into.
Yeah, of course. Like, you can't say everything. It's
like
it's
we've got a
much.
swear limit. We're not allowed to swear live on stream, so that's a limit. So.
Oh, is that an actual, or is that just your?
Oh no, I'm just taking the mic.
There's some very strange. Well, no, I suppose it is. So there's guidance in when it comes to creating skins about you've got to the leg or the torso has to have a certain amount of percentage of it covered. You're not allowed to have any nipples on it.
But that kind of contradicts itself though when it comes to the ethnicity side of things, because it's only certain religious groups that want that shielded, really, isn't there? So it kind of contradicts itself. You can't do anything religious, but then you got to do this and this. The
marketplace wasn't like geo-fenced, so wherever when anything got published, it was published everywhere. But now there's a geo-fence on it, so you can have marketplace stuff now, and it won't actually be available in certain countries. If it's kind of going against whatever laws they've got going on and so on. So it's different that way.
That's interesting. Yeah. So, like, for example, you mentioned that you guys started working on the farming like add-on when it first happened. So that project, can you never do a farming add-on again, or you just couldn't do it at that time?
We could do our version of a farming project.
Just that specific time frame, it just didn't work out.
Yeah, because ultimately, obviously, it's a balance. It's a business, so this is my full-time job, and it's also Looney's full-time job. So
I'll read that question in a sec, James. 2 seconds.
And then obviously there's the balance of income and the right kind of content, what people want, and so on. So it's juggling a little bit of everything. So as soon as that came out, and then because ours was not approved to go out as a free piece of content, which it originally was.
Oh, really? Free farming? Oh, that would have been.
We applied for one of the free spots, and unfortunately, our concept got denied.
Oh man, people are gonna riot if they know that. They could have had free farming.
Well,
right,
but it was half the size of the farming pack what came out anyway, so it wasn't obviously massive because yeah, again, with it being a business, we have to make sure that we're turning a profit of some kind.
But we got a question. We got a question on YouTube. Can you add a trader to get ingredients for the food you can only get from them, but instead of emeralds, you have to use like new fish for it? And then Mansell said he's bored. He's going to go and build his aquarium without a sunfish. So I think we've got a request for a sunfish.
Yeah, Mansell on my channel, he's always requests sunfish for the fishing add-on.
Oh, well, to request something, you need to be within the Discord so you can put it in the suggestions channel. Otherwise, it gets forgotten about because we have that many requests.
Yeah, I'm going to say because this is not our first fishing project, the fishing add-on. Our first fishing project was Fishing Island. I think it's got a sunfish in it. We originally we had a lot more fish and it didn't make the cut for this one. But yeah, a fish will end up in here, I reckon. It's because isn't that a popular fish in Animal Crossing?
A sunfish? Maybe.
Big, flat, wide.
Yeah. Huge guy.
It only comes out during the day.
Huge guy.
I don't know about that, to be honest. I don't know when it comes out.
So you guys are adding 76 new fish? I'm just kidding.
Right, where's that kick button? Where's that kick button? Where's that kick button? I would say I used to like you, but you know. Stop bullying me, heroes. It's not water.
Yeah.
Well, it is.
So, you said you're going to add maybe boats to the fishing add-on?
Not for you now for saying being there.
Not anymore.
It's up for discussion, and it's highly likely that new boats will be added to the fishing add-on because it's a piece of equipment that people use to go fishing. So
Yeah.
it makes sense.
The thing is with that, right?
Because there was a bit of controversy in the Discord over it, wasn't there?
How would that work though? Obviously you might not want to
Stupid
go into
ass.
technical details, but I mean, obviously if you build a yacht, there's going to have to be an entity, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So how would you then? Would you have to fish from position? Because I'm guessing you won't be able to stand on it with it being an entity.
Well, you know what? We've seen people who have created boats before, and they've managed, and you can get around and walk around them. So I'm really curious. I don't know how to do that personally, but I am really curious on how to do that.
There's
What's
the
Barrier
pirate
blocks?
add-ons. I
Yeah.
haven't played with those ones yet, though. I know they have some boats.
But ideally, what I would like is for you to be able to drive your boat out and then walk around the deck, and then just fish off it. If I can't achieve that, what I'll do is I'll have fishing positions within the boat, so you can drive the boat around, and then you can move to different different spots on the boat, which you kind of still be like sat, but you'll be able to fish from there.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a
the black
backup if I can't figure out the original idea what I want to achieve with it.
Yeah, I think there's a raft one that's kind of similar to that. That's out right now.
Yeah, I think that's
Yeah,
where
the
I've
raft
seen
one
it,
where
the
you
raft
kind of
one where you can
update
walk
and build
walk
up your
around it.
raft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's doable, but yeah, it's
Yeah, shouldn't it just be render controllers and changing the entity? You'd have multiple entities in the same form, wouldn't you? You just use a render controller to change. Said item would look.
well, no, because there's no entities are walkable on, are there? What do you? Sorry, Fox. I see you've just TP'd to me. What do you think? Can you see where I'm aiming in regards to all like the loads of fish tanks down here?
No, it's nice. I like it. It's very dark though.
Yeah, well, yeah. I'm lighting it up as part of the process as I'm building the fish tanks.
I
Oh,
like it.
also, Don, some of you to look at as well. You know when he says we can't do the flipbook textures on custom geometries?
Yes.
I'd have a look into that, mate, because on that redstone one, they've got custom. They've got conveyor belts which look like custom geometries with flipbook textures on.
I have come across ways of people doing it, but kind of using unconventional, weird ways, not traditional, stable ways, basically. So the idea, the kind of thing what I've got in my head is I'd rather not put it in and wait till we can put it in a stable manner than putting it in an unstable manner and then having to undo that when the stable manner comes out, if you know what I mean.
Why?
But yeah, I'll have a look and see if I can. Because obviously, from learning all this stuff, one of the cool things are, and this is where I'll sympathise with, like the lifeboat trains add-on, because we're looking into doing a trains add-on.
Ooh,
As
train.
Para first, folks.
Para have seen some of the models what have been created for it so far.
Yeah.
So when we saw that it came out, we was absolutely gutted.
Oh.
Like,
Well,
oh,
no,
no.
I mean, did you watch my video on it?
I have watched your video on it, yeah.
Yeah,
He's put my mind at ease a little bit. But one of the things that we found, and the reason it got pinned, and that's why we're currently not working on it at the moment, we're working on something different, is inside the code of creating an entity what smoothly holds to the tracks. You've got to use a runtime identifier, but you're not allowed to use those inside add-ons. You can use them inside maps and so on, but you can't use them inside add-ons. And that what a runtime identifier does is gives your entity code what's hidden within inside Minecraft, what code you don't actually have access to, but it goes, oh, but it's in there. So the runtime identifier says you want this code connected to your entity, and what that does is it connects keep it hung to the rail thing. So with the bit, I've watched a video where they kind of, they had bad things to say with how it turns around corners and stuff. The fact that they actually managed to get it to turn when the track changes direction is really good anyway, because that's one of the things I was struggling with when I was working through the code. So I do feel for him a little bit on that one.
It's learning the rotations and permutations. It's all done through scripting.
Yeah, a lot of it's just limitations with Bedrock right now, just because it's...
Yeah.
Because people expect trains like in Java and like mods from Java, but it's not quite there right now. Really some things, for some things.
It is in the end because it's not
given access to.
It's not difficult. It's not difficult to do if you try if you're skilled in that field. It's all to do with scripting, and to find people who are very clued up with scripting is difficult.
Yeah.
It's very difficult. And when you do, they want stupid amounts of money to do what you want because they know they're one of a kind. That's the problem. It's with any form of coding.
Yeah, but you can have the best coder. You can have the best coder in the world, but if the presentation is bad, it doesn't matter how complex the code is. You know what I mean? You have to make sure the thing you're working on is presented correctly, and presented right, and make it look good. Because like I said, you can have the best coders in the world, but if the product's terrible, no one cares about the code. They just want to see it working. I can't imagine many people buying add-ons.
No, I'm going to say your average user has absolutely no idea what's going on.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's all about the panache. It's all about the end product. And if you mess that up, which Lifeboat seem to have done, it doesn't matter what code you put in there. If your presentation is shocking, then it's shocking. You know what I mean?
I don't even know how that happened.
Thing is, with that type of team, they've got the funding and they've got the knowledge. They should have the knowledge.
Yeah, it was a bit disappointing that in regards to.
No, the big issue is right. They've got it in their head. We're a big team. We can get away with it. Yeah. That's it. And that's the problem, because you've got little teams now. Like sort of little and middle teams who are pumping out quality content because they have to get recognized. They have to put out quality content to even get recognized. But if you're being paid big bucks off the owners of the game that you're developing, you can release crap on a platter and people will buy it. And
plus, they're relying on their reputation as well in order for people to buy their content.
Because the thing is your exposure. So, for example, the Fishing Plus add-on, and I may be a little biased, but in our eyes, was a ridiculously good product compared to what came out that week, and we didn't even get given a feature spot. We were just in the list. So we obviously, for us to be able to focus and put more energy in a product, we need a product to do well to put enough revenue into the company, so we don't have to try and rush and make a product to get more revenue coming in. it's an awful thing to have to do, is trying to get working on that next product and having to rush it because we're panicking that there might not be enough money to pay the bills the month after.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's always frustrating.
The other thing is as well with
we're not like
people.
a huge team, and we're not like
Yeah, you're a really
lots
small
of
team.
Yeah, so it's but we will hopefully we'll get that breakthrough product at some point. What'll allow us to focus, because I've shown you a Mana Power. I've got several different builds and stuff of larger products what have had to be abandoned because they were taking too much time.
Yeah.
The thing is, though,
Yeah.
right? The big thing is, as long as you keep releasing products, it will come eventually. You know what I mean? And it's
One of
one of the dangers is, so one of the dangers is rushing content to be the first. That's the just to be the first. Instead of sitting back and going, you know what? Let's see other people. Hang on a minute, we can do better than that. Let's make one better. And as soon as you start releasing quality content, and what we're doing now, listen to they are, these I'm not just saying this for for a pat on the back, but the community are the ones that make a company successful. If people don't buy your stuff, then you're not going to be successful. You know what I mean? And we've said it many times. We want to create products that we want to play.
Yes,
that you wouldn't buy a product that you wouldn't create a product. You shouldn't create a product that you would not play yourself.
No, exactly. And
if you're not willing to play it, then why would you be willing other people to buy it and play it?
And the only reasons why products are released half-assed is because...
Oh, he said a swear word.
Agreed.
Yeah, he did.
He said a swear word.
It is...
Oh,
right,
no.
okay. All right, we'll talk about it in a
Half-bottomed.
second. Right, half bum. There we go, half bum.
Half bomb. That sounds even worse.
So, but that's what I'm saying is you, like you said, we've got these big companies releasing garbage, right? Because they know they can. But what's going to happen is they're going to continually do that. They're going to see their likes and their reputation take a nosedive, and people go, you know what? We're not going to buy from these. Let's check out these other. You know what I mean? So yeah, for MobBlocks, we might not be shown on the front screen all the time. We might not have the same accolades and the same respect from Minecraft as other big teams. But you know what? For me personally, it's the long game. You know what I mean? It's not about the battle. It's you know what I mean. We just gotta be in it and not be disheartened at the times when we need to be the strongest. So, it's just about time and about quality products. That's all it's about. Is quality. Keep putting out quality, and people will recognise it. And it will be the communities and the people who buy the products who's going to recognise Minecraft. Forget about them in a way. You need to build up a good reputation with the community because they're the people who make.
I totally agree. But you see, it just goes back to like I said, it goes back to that balance of making sure that there's enough revenue coming in to keep the lights on.
That's it is a delicate balance.
Unfortunately, you need to eat and pay bills and live your life.
It is a delicate balance.
Don't get me wrong. There's been many a times when I'm like, oh, I've got to go job hunting. And then somehow we pull something out and we're like, yay! I don't have to this week. It's fine.
There's a question on the YouTube asking, what if you add in boats? What style of boats would we? What style of boats would be? What style of boats would we be adding?
Ones that float.
Fishing.
Swan
Fishing
boats.
boats.
Swan boats.
A beautiful swan boat.
Oh, big teacup. Have a big teacup. Go on.
It'd be fishing boats. So yeah, I've got 3 in mind. So like a canoe kind of thing. Like obviously kind of like a small rafty type fishing boat, and then obviously a bit of a larger one. Like what the posh boys would have.
You need to introduce spears.
Fishing spears was recommended, wasn't it, by somebody?
Yeah, by me.
That's
spears.
If
And
we
another
can
thing,
get that to work with
as long as it's not Brittany. You know what I mean?
what else you need to do, right? Just from a film lover point of view, is you need to recreate the boat that was in Jaws.
That's the kind of the next size fishing boat. Not quite a trawler kind of thing, but kind of.
Yeah.
I wish it was a little bit trawler.
Yeah, there's a quote in the film where he sees the size of the shark,
Yeah,
and
we're gonna
obviously
need
with
a
the
bigger
size of the
boat.
boat, we're going to need a bigger boat. I just think that'd be, I don't know, I just think that'd be a nice little. People who know, and to the people who don't,
Yeah.
they'll find out. So, but yeah,
If you know, you know.
we need
You know,
swan,
you know.
we need swan boats, and we need teacup, just for a giggle,
Swan boats.
just for a giggle.
Hey, okay, I'm gonna say, like, there's a lot of people that like the cutesy stuff on the marketplace.
Yeah, no, to be
Yeah.
Like
honest,
if you had like a thumbnail with a swan boat, like that would attract a lot of people.
yeah, no,
Or like
I
not
agree.
necessarily that, but like just people at
You've got to
least
do things what make it fun as well,
Yeah.
haven't you? Do you know what I mean? It's yeah.
But
So
again,
I do agree with, like, you know, putting the little Easter eggs in there, kind of
But
thing.
the
Swan
thing is
boat.
with the swan boat, yeah, but the swan boats they're not. They could be multifaceted because you could use them in like a state, big massive
Like theme parks and that as well.
theme
People
parks,
want
yeah.
theme
Yeah.
park.
So
Like
it's
a
not
love tunnel.
exactly.
I think that's what Heroes is after, and she
I
wants a
think
love
so.
tunnel with her
I
boyfriend.
think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I just wanna ride a swan boat with my not boyfriend.
But yeah, it's yeah. Again, if you have an add-on that can be used in multiple reasons why, like with a fishing add-on, yeah, it's great when you want to fish, but so
It was just Fox
For
keep
me,
cutting out.
I genuinely don't see an issue with adding something like a swan boat or something along them lines, as long as it's not like an intrusive ad. So it's not like there'd be a recipe to create it, so you'd have to create it yourself. It's not going to be spawning around the world and you just be walking down the street and there's a swan
Oh no,
swan
yeah.
boat kind of
that
thing.
would be funny though. That would be
So,
funny.
yeah, as long as it's done in
No.
a correct way, so people who don't want to use it don't have to use it.
Don't have to
or
seize
don't have
it.
to come
So,
across it.
yeah.
Yeah, then they genuinely you should add little things like that. Fun, like you said, fun cutesy stuff.
Can we add some unicorn fish then?
No, I don't like the unicorn, but
Well, I can't add a
that's just my
swanfish, can
style.
we? Unicorn
Swan's
fish.
cute though.
That's the thing though, Don. Obviously, I know it's Fishing Plus, but what about a couple of additional ducks, like a geese, swan? You know, just like your generic ducks, just to add to the
Pelican?
world ambience.
A pelican as well. Do pelicans they eat fish?
Potentially some wildlife that you'd find around fishing areas,
Yeah,
kind
yeah.
of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it ain't going to be massive, as it's only going to be a couple. Like say, you could add in a swan, a geese, just the
A
standard,
goose. Not geese.
standard duck.
A goose, not a geese.
Or you can add them annoying little shrimps, the moorhens. They're fucking annoying.
See, Amber doesn't like unicorns either. See?
Yeah, well, Amber's ruled out this conversation.
See, if I could come up
If
with
I
what
could-
I would
Yeah.
believe to be the perfect fishing add-on. So we've got categories at the moment where we've got common, uncommon, and rare. There'd be some additional categories on there, some legendary, mythical kind of thing. But then I'd introduce some fun ones as well, where they're not based on real fish, but they're just, and you could turn them on or off. Do you know, if you wanted them in your world?
Oh yeah, that'd be fun.
Like potentially some holiday fish or something like that, like spooky fish kind of things.
Are you allowed to do holiday fish?
You can effectively do holiday fish as long as you don't mention the holiday.
Okay.
So as you
Time
can
off
see,
fish. We call it time off fish.
You can do. You'll
Time
see
off.
Santa hats and everything go all over the place and all that kind of stuff. And as long as you don't mention the word Christmas, you're allowed to do that kind of thing.
That's interesting.
What you need to introduce is, if everyone's watched The Simpsons, I've like the three-eyed.
Yeah,
It's like
mutated fish.
Yeah, like a very rare.
Yeah.
It's like a very rare fish.
Yeah. So definitely that will be, some of that stuff will be coming moving forward. Harder, more collectible tiers and stuff. So yeah, but we'll keep pushing it until we hit the max amount.
We should do a map based on yellow shrimps and call it the Shrimpsons.
So, what is the max amount? Is there like how big an add-on can actually be?
25 megabytes, or is it
4,000
3,000
files.
files?
4,000.
4,000 files.
4,000 files.
Yeah.
And you got to think of
when
it's,
you hit
it's
first.
4,000 files is not a lot.
No.
Considering an entity alone could be carrying just one entity could be carrying 3 or 4 files, if not more.
Mhm.
You've
Yeah,
got to
so
think of the
single entity
behavior,
will
the resource.
require a behavior. It require
You've
in
got
the
two- you've
behavior
got- you've
packs,
got
it
two
would require
job-
the
you'll have
behavior
two-
entity. It would potentially require an animation controller. Over in the resource packs, again, it will require the standard entity file, the texture file, animations files, animation controller files, render files. So you can go up to
Text
about
file, yeah.
you can go up to about at least a good 6, 7, 8 files per entity.
And then depending on like if people want sound effects added to them, sounds are the
Yeah.
biggest
Yeah, sound-
memory
Oh, that's
users.
probably why Animals 500 Plus didn't have any sounds for any of their animals.
Well, you got to think about it. As just for
Yeah.
a 10-second piece of sound could be a couple of megabytes.
Well, Luke bought Animals 500, and he said it was 30 megabytes, which obviously.
But this is what makes me laugh because the realism texture, the realism pack is 39 meg.
Right,
The
yeah, but
re-11
hang on. Is that not? Is it not down to due to compression though?
No, but the
Or
rule
decompression.
states that it's got to be that size unzipped.
Oh, okay.
But again, it's the big teams, isn't it? So they're
Yeah.
getting that little bit of extra. Oh, I'll tell you what, we'll give you that little bit more, which is wrong. It's wrong. It's not being fair to the rest of the market. It's
Thing is, though, if you bring this up as well, say, "Oh, we don't do that."
oh yeah.
You
Well,
lying.
listen. Prime
No, they
example,
do.
right?
They openly admit that there's favoritism in the marketplace.
Prime example. VFX, right? Realism VFX is done by Sparkle Universe. They've also got a mashup world with the same pack on it, exact same pack. Now, it was questioned why they allowed to do, because it's a duplicated item, and apparently they were testing features. Well, if you're testing features, why are you selling the pack? Why are you selling the map if it's a tested
Yeah.
world? And if you go on there, like I've been on a round with it on, and it's crap, it's buggy. You look at the lens flare and it's flickering. If anyone's epileptic or suffers with photo sensitivity, right, that pack would drive you nuts.
Mm-hmm.
But to be fair, going to photosensitivity, anyone who's seen a picture of me, you know, it gets-
We're just sensitive to photos of you. It's not photosensitivity. It's...
that's what it is then. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just we don't like pictures
Yeah.
of weird animals.
So-
When's the next fishing competition? Anne was asked. When
There
we
isn't
arrange
one.
you not being there for your hacking
There
and
isn't,
cheating.
yeah, there isn't one. Sorry.
There's nothing one calendared in, but we do want to do one because that's also another
Doing
thing
that
I want
fishing
to add
section.
to the fishing plus add-on is the ability. So inside your fishing cog, I want to be able to go down another button and start a fishing match. So you'll click a button, you'll set the timer. The idea is you'll set a timer and then you'll set the type of fishing match. So it's either a hunt for a specific fish, or catch the most amount of fish, or a point system kind of thing, and then there'll be trophies available at the end of it for whoever wins. So that's part of. I'm working on that. That's why we tested the function in its rawest form when we did that fishing match in the stream that time. So that's another thing that I'm hoping to add. To
Yeah, I don't think Heroes was around when we done that.
Yeah.
But we are looking at doing a community one anyway, and we were gonna. That's one of the reasons why I started on the campgrounds with the fishing pegs.
Yeah.
So I want to do implement a little community fishing tournament, and then you'll be stowed with your own custom role within Discord. Because that's one thing we like to do is done 2 competitions now. We've done the Halloween event, which had 3 custom roles that people could earn, and then we've got the Dad Joke of the Month, which is a custom role that you can earn for that month, and you can hold that role for a month until you're dethroned. So things like the fishing competition, we can do where your name is forever immortalized, or until we run another competition type of thing.
Yeah.
What we should do, what we really could do with doing on this world that we're the MobBlocks Metropolis, whatever it's called.
Metropolis. Well, it's just Metropolis, isn't it? MobBlocks Metropolis.
Yeah, but have a building dedicated to winners.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
and they can have their name on the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's
like
some
a
sort of
Hall of
trophy,
Fame
maybe?
building.
Like
Yeah.
we did discuss the Hall of Fame, didn't we?
But I think it'd be good as a building, and like for example, say January's winner goes up, then February's winner goes up, and we could have then a history of all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And if people win it, like say, put it there, it's like at the end of the year, if a person's won it, the highest person on there, so say all of them won one and one person won two, they'll get a prize at the end. So obviously the contributions then. So if we have fishing competitions, if we have competitions on Discord, they may get a prize within winning it, but they get put onto the scoreboard, and at the end, if they're number one on the scoreboard because of how many things, they get an extra little bit at the end of the year. Just an idea.
Yeah.
Fish plushie.
Again, I've done it again. I was just about to figure. Right, we are going to have to wrap it up because it's 8:30.
Wow,
So
that's so fast.
It's
Are
gone
you going to
quick,
do
yeah.
a little have a look at everybody's area and see what they've managed to achieve?
Nah, mate, I don't want to see your stuff. Anyway, guys.
Yeah, true. See you later, guys. Bye.
Bye. See ya. It was fun. So yeah, we've had quite an interesting stream today with our guest
Been very
Rose.
grown up, hasn't it?
She's
It's been very grown up today.
The thing is, she's asked some fundamental questions as well, so it's been good. So we might have to pull her back. What we might have to do, Rose, is pull you in with the podcast. Because some of the questions, some of the questions that you ask are genuine questions that people need to know.
It really
And
is, yeah.
No, a lot of people don't have no idea what's going on. Like,
yeah. So
it'd be nice to know.
Because it's such a scary subject, because everybody's so wrapped into NDAs. Obviously, now I need to go and make sure that I haven't broken NDAs.
It don't matter anyway, because it can be bleeped out. But...
Yeah, but the thing is, though, we're doing what not a lot of developers and creators are doing, is actually having a conversation with people who buy the products. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's a rare thing, and the reasons why we're doing it is because, end of the day, people who buy the product should have either a say or at least have their opinions heard and listened to. Obviously, adjustments made to the packs, because at the end of the day, it makes for a better product.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Right, so I'm going to go over with what we've done, what's been done on stream. Like, as you guys are aware, I've been working on the freeway. I mean, it doesn't look like I've done much in 2.5 hours, but I've done. I mean, it's not a lot. It's not small work that I've done.
What have you done?
So he's built a road in 2.5 hours.
Hey,
yeah.
That's almost bad as building a car parking.
I've put tunnels in. I'm thingy doing the roofing. I've had to plan it out. Plus, I've been talking. You know what I mean? So we're gonna TP to Mr. McDonald over here and see what Don's been up to this stream.
Okay. So
walk us through, Don, what we've done.
I changed all the path to match the rest of the path, and then I put a trim in. Then I went down here and I cleaned up the retaining wall. Then I got bored. So then I moved inside and started working on the aquarium side. I'll take you inside to what I've started in there. It's a long way around here. It's a big aquarium.
Following the lovely gnome. It says he's an elf, but he's a gnome. He's definitely a gnome.
Christmas gnomey elf.
He has gnome business being in here.
Hey, I have no idea what it actually is. Yeah.
Nope.
Okay, so down here. The idea of down here is I'm gonna have a load of different tanks and have some of the fish to display and so on. And
I think we need a new variation of glass so we can see better.
The what? Sorry.
I think we need a new aquarium style glass that's more translucent apart from than having all the edges.
Because one of the suggestions was, can we put aquarium ornaments in? And I really like that idea, so I think I'm going to put aquarium ornaments in the Fishing Plus add-on. And it makes sense to kind of create a nice aquarium glass for people to build with as well, doesn't it? So
yeah, just so it's got no themes. I mean, because you've got the add-on that takes this, but I don't know if it's Java or if it's Bedrock, but it takes.
I mean, obviously I was here earlier, and these all did have nice fish that I put in here, but because this is not actually the pack off of the marketplace and it's the development pack, this hasn't got the bug fixes in, so they've all despawned.
So they've all despawned. Oh no, there's one here. One survived.
No, they're starting to spawn back in. That's not the. They had specific fish in each one.
All right,
so part of the bug fix,
the
any fish placed with a bucket, now the bug fix has been patched, and if you've got the proper pack, They won't despawn when you put them in your aquariums now.
What I reckon we
Right.
should do as well, Don, is with our packs, with the standalone round pack, that's some
Yeah.
big whales and that we can put inside the big tanks.
I've got some of them.
What we need also with the glass is don't make it like a barrier block, because you need to have, even if you if you make the have it so it's not as visible.
Yeah.
But don't make it like a barrier block where it's like nothing on it at all.
Yeah,
No,
it
no,
just-
you
it
need,
just
you need
needs
to know there's glass there, but
Just
Yeah,
all you
yeah.
need is
it's pretty much. I would
pins
say
on it.
it's pretty much eliminating these cross pieces, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just eliminate the edge. Well, you'd need an edge glass, wouldn't you? Or you'd need to be able to.
Anyway, we're getting bogged down, aren't we? So we're just kind of we're doing the bye bit. So yeah, this is what I've done.
The
And
bye
then-
bye bit.
Yeah, and then I've done all down here as well. So
That's
it's
all,
gonna be
all the
it's gonna
lovely
be full of
tanks that are
different
going to
tanks,
be.
and I'm gonna put
for
different fish in
fishes.
each one.
I mean, we could get heroes to come and read the fish that are in there, but she might break the tanks at the end.
Yeah.
So we'll have a TP to heroes and see what she's been up to.
Oh no, they're here.
no.
So
They're here.
Amber and I have been working on like this little fishing cabin over here, and it's off the campground a little bit. So
On the gnomes here.
Yeah, I've come to have a nosy.
Very
It's a
nice.
very nice
Nice
cabin.
picnic area.
cabinet.
There's
We
no,
got a
there's no
swing.
doobie doo though, is there?
No,
No, give it time.
Doobie-doo.
Give it time.
give it time. Yeah,
Yeah,
we can fill it up with animals.
yeah, got plenty of ducks to have doobie doos.
Doobie-doo.
Cute,
Oh.
that. It's cute.
It is cool. What have we got?
Oh.
To be built, extra room. Okay. I'm guessing you're extending this at some point as well.
Yeah.
It was TP. Is Ellen still here? Because we've not heard a peep
Yeah.
off Ellen at all,
Yeah.
or stream. Oh, bless her. We've literally just been chin-locking away, and we totally forgot Ellen was here.
Oh, yeah, don't worry.
Yeah, she's probably thinking, look at these geeks talking about gaming politics.
The thing is, though, when I
Feel like
said, I feel bad now because it was me who actually asked her.
I know, yeah. Could you add free classic vanilla fish textures in the fish add-on? That's a question.
Sorry, I don't understand.
Could
what
you
that
could
means.
you be a bit more specific with that one, James? Are you on about the free vanilla fish? They are in, and we've also got the trophy form for the free vanilla fish.
You're gonna love the trophies, honestly. When you get the trophies, you're gonna love them because you'll be able to mount your fish on your wall and display them at home.
Mount up!
Could you do? Yeah, Amber's asking if we could do a magnet fishing add-on.
Magnet fishing.
You know what would be awesome? What you need to bring into it, really need to bring into it, is the ability to fish like shopping trolleys, And
Trolleys,
old-
welly boots,
old boots, and
boxes, no dirty underwear.
Cans.
Like a new junk file.
yeah, basically, yeah. But what you can do with it is you can have one of these wandering traders that you can actually trade with. So like he'll have a boot off you for like 6 carats or something.
Yeah, but that's something that James touched upon a little bit earlier about having a random trader that you could trade fish with, but that would actually tie in with that, where you can trade your junk for fish. Or
Yeah. El,
Yeah.
come to the side of the building.
Which side?
The back left side.
Back
Nice,
left
this.
side.
Oh, she's Mr. Struts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep going. You built you put the white. You put the thingy on top of mud.
The thingy on top of mud, because that.
Okay.
At the very bottom, you've got the white. Right. Yeah. They're there. Look at it. You put it on top of the mud.
I would definitely say this is our most unfocused goodbye ever.
I know, yeah. It's because we just get it.
What we should have done is have a look at everybody and then do the goodbye.
No.
It's not classed as the goodbye. This is still reviewing everyone.
Extend the white.
And the thing is, we're all out here, and no one knows the way back to the city because Ellen decided to TP
I'm still
like
by the campground.
7 miles
You
away.
can TP to us.
Right.
You do it, folks. I don't know which way you mean.
L.
We'll
Wait.
leave them through that.
Right. I'm gonna sign off anyway, guys, because we need to get this done with. So, again, we've touched on some good stuff. Eros has asked a fair few good questions today, and hopefully we can get her back in a couple of weeks' time when we do a podcast. So,
Hopefully she'll join us next week for the next week's stream.
yeah, and
If
people
she's
wanna
around for the second stream tonight, she's more than welcome to join. Depends if she's allowed to play out that late.
I have to ask my not boyfriend.
Yeah.
Right, so now look, I'm trying to do it up, and you're prolonging it again, Donald.
Yeah, it's me now. I'm
I know,
sorry.
yeah, shut up.
Right, goodbye, guys. See you later. Right, turn it off, Fubs.
The old fish texture before they added the ocean update to the Minecraft. Can you make fish using the old texture? What the question
All
is.
right, we're not allowed to interfere with anything vanilla
So yeah, we can't touch anything in vanilla, unfortunately.
with add-ons.
Right, let's go. Let's go.
So yeah, so we will be back after our other community event in a different Discord, which is movie night. So we'll be looking at streaming for a second time. So we'll just come back and we'll continue with what we were doing, guys. But you know, first off, I want to thank everybody for their questions within the chats. Anyone, all the new subscribers, all the new followers, and a massive thank you to Eros for joining us tonight. A thank you to Ellen for joining us tonight, and a thank you for Amber for joining us as well.
And me. Don't forget me. Me.
Shut up, you're prolonging it, mofo. Anyway, guys, I've been Pyrovox.
I've been done at it.
Yeah, I'm a fox. I didn't get mentioned before. Let's just
Hey,
move
me
on.
Rose.
And yeah, thanks for all coming by, guys, and we'll see you again in a couple of hours. Peace out. See you soon. Bye bye.